Sometimes things are tough, but if you got your family, it's enough. Making lots of friends along the way, especially in the Great Taste Gang. We've got your latest food news and scores from the Cardinals and the Blues. Nikki's part of the crew, and Greg Warren too. SeaWorld and Brando and Casey too. And Alton and Sean and Emily. And Mark and Marty and Randy. Guy and Risley. And all the moms and convies. Welcome to the Courtney Show.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
There's people here.
I know. It's all, most of the people were here before Tim. He got some applause.
Congratulations.
He got some applause when he walked in, too.
And I appreciate it. It made me feel loved. I think they were just happy that all three of us were actually here. It was just because I was the last person.
Yeah, we already let him down yesterday with the news that we were really dumb because we thought we had these really cool St. Patrick's Day shirts to give away here. And we realized we had 3, and they were for us. But I brought mine.
No one here thinks that's funny, by the way.
No.
They're all like, what?
They all have cool Courtney Show koozie cups. I see them.
Yeah, they're loaded up with merch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you bring yours?
My shirt?
Yeah.
Sure did.
And I think there's one extra one that somebody's wearing that they will take off and give to somebody.
I've already given mine away.
Yeah, because you didn't realize.
Was like, oh, I know who would love this, because Michael, who does overnights for us, he puts the first 5 notes together for us every day. So we legitimately don't, like, it's a surprise every day. I was like, I've never given him a shirt. We've probably got hundreds of these, right? And so I'll give him mine, and I'll just grab another one at the broadcast, not knowing that those were the only 3 that we had.
Yeah.
So how generous am I?
You're very generous.
Generosity award.
I had like 10 for sale on eBay before I realized that was all.
Yeah, we are in Alton, Illinois. Have we said it yet? Max Downtown in Alton, Illinois, and the gaming begins at 8:30 here. That's what time the machines are turned on.
Where are they?
I already got the word from Abby.
This is like a whole city block, this place. It's enormous.
Isn't it cool?
Yes. I actually got here 15 minutes ago. I was on the property. I just didn't make it over.
Lots of one-way streets around here, too.
I love it. How great is
cobblestone. I do love the cobblestone. So it's a great place to be. Our sister station, 101, was here yesterday with all the NCAA March Madness stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
you got about 1 trillion TVs in here, so that's good.
Much better setup than last year.
I mean,
Jody laughed, our engineer. He's the only one.
He remembers. I'm embarrassed by how prime our setup is. We're up on like almost a stage.
And I was told that this is an ESPN table.
Oh, yeah, I recognize it.
It's a $10,000 table.
It is not.
Yes.
It's $10,000?
Yes.
Jody's shaking his head.
Yes.
Well, there's a table maker walking around with an extra $9,000 in his pocket.
Yeah, there's stuff on the front of it. We just have a something thrown over it.
A tablecloth.
That's why we could only print 3 T-shirts, is because we spent so much money. Hubbard went broke on this table.
We are definitely the people at the station that get the least. 3 T-shirts. We don't have any table.
We got a hand-me-down table that we have to give back.
Yeah.
It's not even we get to keep it now.
You get to complain. I just want to express how grateful I am to be a part of the Hubbard family.
You have not been in radio long enough. Once you're in radio long enough, you complain about everything. You should know that by now.
All day long.
But we are excited to be here. We have a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing on the show today. Anybody want to talk about how about the wind today? It's crazy.
The wind was a whipping.
I just thought that's how it was out here in Alton. I didn't realize that was.
There is a lot of area, cornfields and such.
It was windy though. You're right.
That's why people don't like crossing the river. It's the wind.
Got it.
As soon as you cross it, you get knocked around.
The bridge just bounces with it. It feels good.
Anything of note from yesterday for you guys? Anything exciting happen? Did you watch some basketball? There were some upsets.
Yep, I watched some basketball. Emma, my wife, picked Furman for some reason, so she picked that up. So we watched that and we're screaming. It was great.
Oh, wow.
And then I watched the Mizzou game, and it's fun.
Yeah, luckily I didn't watch the Illinois game.
Oh, I watched a little bit of that.
Yeah, I heard it was not great.
But I was happy to see Mizzou, and they were not nobody picked Mizzou to beat them, whoever they played. Utah State. They were the underdogs, even though they had a higher seed.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
I always believed.
I know you did.
I always believed. But yeah, it was tight for a while, too. I mean, at the end, it got comfortable and it was fine, but it was a little touch and
I like
go
that
there.
you went to Mizzou, yet you're wearing a Notre Dame hat.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
I know, but where's your Mizzou pride?
Well, I'm allowed to enjoy two different universities.
You don't have the university you attended anywhere on you.
No, I don't, because it's St. Patrick's Day, so I'm wearing a Notre Dame hat.
It feels flip-floppy.
You attended there for a little bit. You got anything on?
You can't wear anything for March Madness if you only went a year and a half, I heard.
Oh,
Was that a rule?
Yes,
I don't think that's
my
true.
rule.
Crap.
I can't show the pride. Like, look at me. I went to Mizzou.
Yeah.
When I didn't make it that long.
See, I went for extra time. I did 5 years there, so it's just inside me. I don't need to wear anything.
I
Yeah.
went to 3 different universities for an undergraduate
Any
degree,
of your
so
guys
I have
in-
all sorts of options.
Any of your guys in the March Madness?
No, only 2 of the 3 would be possibly eligible, SIUE or Western Illinois University, and neither one, I believe, made the tournament
Yeah,
this year.
and Broadcast Center doesn't have a team either. In,
No.
March
They
Madness.
used to. Old Johnny Hewlett was a hell of a 3-point shooter, I remember, back in the day. But
I like looking around here. I see some people already having some drinks right over here. This
Yeah.
guy is ready to rock.
it's going to get rowdy today.
I know. We're gonna have
Fast.
this. Isn't this room really cool though?
This
So
is
cool.
We're on, so this, I guess, was outdoors at some point. It was like the beer garden area, and then they've put a roof, and you feel like we're indoors, but we're on like what I guess was like the patio. And so whenever you build a patio, the exterior of your home, you have a slight slant to it so the water goes away from your home. So we're on rolling chairs, and I'm literally rolling
Keep
away.
rolling.
I keep sliding down. I'm going to fall right off the stage.
Well, we do have. We're going to be giving tickets away out here for Throwback Live. We'll get some people out here. We have tickets to Kevin James when he comes to Seafield Theater. We also have some Nickelback tickets we'll be giving away for First 5 Notes. Spring Broke we're doing this morning, but unfortunately we have to take a caller for that because that's the way the
That's
rules
the
are
rules.
set
That's
up.
what the lawyers say.
Yeah. So, but I know that there is over $1,000 to give away, and we have to give it away today.
Mm-hmm.
Look out.
Because we start Arch Sadness next week.
Yeah.
So this has to be completed. So if somebody's winning $1,000 that's listening today.
It's got to be on the phone, but you guys here at Max and Alton can still call in while you're here, which
Yes,
I
you
think
can.
is kind of exciting.
Yes. Yes.
They're all holding up their phones.
They're ready. 8:35. 8:35 is what time that we'll be doing it. Of course, Joanne's already talking.
Yeah.
The Joanne Show going on about 10 feet.
But besides that, we'll do
Much better speaker system, by the way.
we'll do Survey Says today from out here. We have some randos, some numbers. People is dumb, so a lot to get to. We are live at Max downtown Alton, Illinois. It's the Courtney Show on the Arch.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
Brought to you by the Funny Bone Comedy Club at Westport and Streets of St. Charles. This week, Jim Florentine is headlining Westport and a special engagement with Lynn Koplitz at Streets of St. Charles. We are at Max downtown in Alton for the big St. Patty's Day broadcast today, so stop by if you can. And I want to point out, Cheryl with a K just brought up some koozies, which are very cute. It says TCS GTG at Max today, so these are very limited edition. I don't know how many she's providing to the crowd.
And at some point, we'll have sparkles on our face.
Yeah, they're very sparkly. And then we've got a bunch of these can koozies. I would say they're kind of retro-y.
I love
koozies.
them.
They're the foam ones, which are lots of fun. And here I roll. Sorry.
Do they have the? Oh yeah, they have the Arch on one side and the Courtney Show on the other.
Yeah, I got
Cute.
both logos on it. So those are I think we got a ton of those today,
And
so.
we're registering people for Guns N' Roses tickets. We have 3 pair we're going to give away, and
3 pair. That's good.
3 pair to go along with the 3 shirts we have to give away.
Threes, like a clover.
Yeah,
That's
Just-
that was the intention from the beginning.
yeah, but we're going to draw for those shirts too. I think that's the most fair way to do it.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think you're right. All right. Remember when Ben and J-Lo looked like they were arguing at the Grammys and he looked like he was miserable being there? Well, in a new interview, he explains, he revealed what it was all about. He said, quote, "I saw Trevor Noah approach and I was like, oh God, they're framing us in this shot, but I didn't know they were rolling. So I leaned toward Jen and as soon as they start rolling, I'm going to slide away from you and leave you sitting next to Trevor." Okay, so I don't know if that meant like this will be funny to do or like I don't want to be in this shot.
Probably funny, right?
That's what I took it as.
Regular old Affleck hijinks.
And then she's like, "You better not leave." Like she was mad at him. Like, "No, don't you dare leave. You've got to stay here." So that's like what we saw was him going like, "I'm gonna slide out of here," and she was like, "Don't you dare, like leave." And he was like, "It's just husband and wife, fun stuff." That's what you saw.
Man, those two are crazy.
I know.
I mean,
Which we knew. Who thought it was anything more than that anyway?
well, people did.
Well, because then there were multiple
talking
shots of
about
him that he just looked
Like he didn't want to be there.
miserable.
Yeah, it's dumb.
But that's his
What,
natural
is somebody supposed to just sit in a seat?
Affleck affect.
Yes.
Is somebody just supposed to sit in a seat like this?
Right, yeah. And I mean, there's cameras
Those are psycho people.
zing, crisscrossing left and right. Sometimes he may not have even realized, like, oh, God, was I just on? I don't know that I was looking like I wanted to be here
Yeah.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think it's dumb. Hopefully people move on.
He probably just wanted a cigarette. He was just like, because you can't smoke in there.
Oh, is that right?
You can smoke here,
You can
though.
smoke here.
Next downtown.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Almost half
Welcome
of Americans.
to Illinois, Tim.
We're outside right now, right? We're outside. Almost half of Americans either sometimes or always wait for a series to end completely before they start watching it. They say the most popular reason for doing so is because they're afraid the show will be canceled before the plot is resolved. Like that Willow show that just got canceled yesterday. It left on like a big cliffhanger at the end. You don't know what's going to happen. Well, we're never going to know because
Yeah.
it's canceled now.
Oh.
So some people say, I don't watch until the whole thing gets to its finale.
That's a little ridiculous.
I don't know that I
Who
would.
does that?
That seems too extreme for me. I think it's nice. Like
And it gets
Game of Thrones, I'd never watched Game of Thrones, and we started watching right before the last season came out. So we knew there was a conclusion to it. So it was nice. We were able to just watch as much as we wanted, whenever we wanted. And then by the time we finished getting caught up, then the new ones were coming out. And it was actually it was cool. Like you were able to you had something to look forward to all the time versus that once a week. And then you got to wait between seasons.
But I watch a lot of TV. I'm a big fan. You guys know that. I don't think there's ever been a show that I've been like, I never got to find out what was going to happen because it got canceled. You know what I mean? The ones you're really invested in, I feel like.
And chances are if they get canceled, you're like, yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think
not good.
I think the only one, and I've mentioned it before, Stumptown got taken off ABC, and I was bummed about that.
And so were 3 other people.
Yeah,
that watched
Stumptown fans? Yeah, there they are.
Greg Warren's one of them.
He's driving over recklessly now to walk in the door and be like, I love Stumptown.
Listen to the guy who's talking, who has more bad shows that he watches than anyone.
Not great at, he over-recommends.
Me?
Yes.
You're an over-recommender. That's a great show, too. They can't all be great.
I'll put Chippendales up against Stumptown anytime.
Oh, my God.
I don't want to see that. A new movie based on those fake Faces of Death documentaries from the 80s is in the works. They were supposedly documentaries that showed real scenes of humans and animals dying. You guys remember the Faces of Death thing?
I do.
The most shocking thing to me out of this story, before I even get to what this is about, is I didn't know that they were fake.
Oh, I thought they were real, too.
I thought they were real. I watched one, and it messed me up.
I never watched it. I had no
Apparently they were
interest.
fake. Or they said that a lot of the footage was fake. Which now you're like, well, which one? What was real and what was fake? I don't know. They were old, but anyway, they're making a movie that'll be based on that sort of like gross out, horror, whatever, if you want to watch it. Thought it was real. They were real to me. A new movie moving on. Family Feud contestant who joked back in 2020 that marrying his wife was a mistake is now accused of murdering her last month.
No way.
So on the episode, Steve Harvey asked this guy, Tim Bleefnick, to name the biggest mistake you made at your wedding. So it's like one of the categories. And his answer was, he said, honey, I love you, but I do. And he's like,
gosh.
oh, and he's like, oh, I'm going to be in trouble now. And so now they've been going through a divorce, him and his wife, this Rebecca. Well, she was found shot to death in her home. Tim is now facing 2 counts of first-degree murder and home invasion. So now they're going back to this. The clip is up on the blog today if you want to check it out.
Wow.
But in his defense of the answer, it was the number 2 answer on the board.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, somebody was going to say it.
Man.
It's just
that's crazy.
Bad for him to have said it. Frankie Muniz, whatever, wants you to know that Agent Cody Banks is 20 years old. So, Ancient Cody Banks fans? That's what I thought. Lucy Liu says she didn't really have a plan when she decided to become a single mom in her 40s. She said, quote, if I think too much, I won't do it. It's better for me to feel something and just go for it. A lot of people read books about parenting. I didn't do any of it. I was like, when the child is here, I'm just going to figure it out. I don't think that's terrible advice, really. I mean, if you try to rationalize having a kid, you don't have a kid. Just like, it's a terrible decision. It's so many problems, but like I know you're a veteran father.
Sure.
But can you remember back to those early days?
I'm glad I read a few of the books, to be honest with you.
Really?
I guess I don't have the instincts that Lucy Liu does. I don't know if that's particularly healthy for her to be out there being like, I just followed my heart, And then he wanted Dr. Pepper, so I gave it to him.
I think before you decided to have a baby, like that's what she's saying.
Oh, no. I mean, but that was a decision I had been thinking about for a very long time.
Okay. Now I know.
Lucy Liu and I discussed it at depth.
Sources say Good Morning America, Lovebirds, Amy Robach, and TJ Holmes are, quote, aggressively pitching their own show.
Yeah, of course. What else are they going to do? Yeah, and someone's going to get it.
I mean, it's just, they're not going to be.
What is their show going to be?
I don't even know. Like, that's, what is it?
I'll bet it's like Kelly and now her husband. I bet it's similar to that.
That's gross.
It's going to be unwatchable.
You guys hate that stuff.
People will watch it. The View had Hugh Grant on yesterday. When they asked him about that incident on the red carpet at the Oscars with Ashley Graham, he said, oh, wait, never mind. They didn't ask him at all about it.
I bet they were told they couldn't.
I'm sure.
Because being in radio, we are the lowest rung on a ladder.
We're below rats.
And anytime you get anyone famous, they tell you all the things you cannot ask.
Yeah.
And it's almost everything about them.
Nothing they could do.
Anything sensational you cannot ask.
Yeah, because somebody wanted to ask that question. Grand Funk Railroad are doing a 50th anniversary tour of their We're an American Band album, and they are going to be at River City Casino July 7th. So if you're a big fan, you can go to that show.
Huh.
Wolfgang Van Halen thinks Sammy Hagar's era in Van Halen deserves more respect. He said, quote, I think people don't give it a chance because they fall into that just exhausting, this singer is better than that singer crap when it's like, just give it a chance. There's some really good stuff in there.
Oh, I think so, too.
I would agree.
Yeah.
We have a resident Van Halen expert, Nicky the Fork.
I think he left.
I think he ran away. I was going to ask him his opinion on the...
He's sitting in a slot machine waiting for them to turn him on.
The lock to go off and then you can go at it.
Wolfgang was just here this week.
Yeah, with the band.
Alter Bridge. He opened for Alter Bridge at the factory.
Yeah.
I heard about it on the What's Up with the Big Ragu.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Taylor Swift just released 4 new tracks. Well, 3 of them are her versions of previously released songs, but there is a 4th brand new song. It's called All of the Girls You Loved Before. So if you're a big Taylor Swift fan, we know who you are. You're going to like that song. A judge has ruled that Nickelback did not steal that song Rockstar. Did we play the clips of the 2 songs? I feel like we talked about it. I don't remember. Played the songs or not, but there was, somebody claimed that they had written it before. Bono and The Edge did a cover of ABBA's song SOS with an orchestra. You can hear that on the blog a little bit later on this morning once I get that posted if you want to check it out. New music out in stores this weekend. Songs of Surrender by U2. It's an album of re-recorded songs that they've done. We listened to, was it 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's haunting.
Yeah. Boring. Haunting equals boring.
If you're a fan of Hozier, he's got a new album called Eat Your Young.
God, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, man.
I know, he's back. And a country-based Rolling Stones tribute album called Stoned Cold Country is out today. It's got Eric Church and Maren Morris and Brooks and Dunn, Ashley McBride. They're all doing Rolling Stones songs. So
interesting.
That's available today as well. I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider.
The smartest way to do your homework is Heckman Lumber.
Warm weather means homework for homeowners. And for 80 years, Hackman Lumber has been the trusted name for home improvement. And if your homework means a new deck, turn to the deck experts at Hackman Lumber. Browse the largest inventory of decking materials and accessories in Missouri. Talk with their experts about treated lumber, cedar, TimberTech, Trex, Envision, AZEK, and Decorators to find the perfect deck for you. Choose from endless railings, balusters, and LED deck lighting options. Hackman Lumber has been serving homeowners and pros for 80 years, and they will not be undersold on in-stock decking materials, guaranteed. They're now an authorized steel dealer. Plus, check out their expanded paint department, brushes, rollers, painter's tape, and 4 lines of premium interior and exterior paint with custom color matching available. Visit Hackman Lumber's newly remodeled stores in St. Peters and Pacific, or their showroom in Troy, Missouri.
Hi, I'm Mark Cantor. My law firm is Cantor Injury Law. Honor, integrity, loyalty, faith, and family are the principles and the foundation of Cantor Injury Law, and why we get justice for the injured and can win you the big bucks. If you have been in a car accident, truck accident, boating, or ATV crash, or even had a dog bite, please call Cantor Injury Law, 314-628-9999. There's no fee unless you win. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
The Courtney Show.
Can't wait to show my friends today. Best thing I saw yesterday.
Like I said, you know who we are. We are at Mac's downtown in Alton, Illinois, and lots of people here already enjoying themselves. Doesn't sound as good as it probably sounds terrible over the air because that wasn't very enthusiastic.
I mean, this place is huge.
We have to wait for a couple more drinks to go down, I think.
A couple of shots to go around the room.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the best things that we saw yesterday. You guys want to go? I was over talking to my old friend, Sarah.
Hey, look, it's Sarah.
There she is.
Yeah, I can go. So I saw this yesterday, and the only reason I took a picture of it, to me, this is either, if you see this, you're either think this is the most delicious thing you could ever have or the most disgusting thing you've ever seen. I don't know if there's an in-between on this one. It's Fruity Pebble Cheesecake. I saw it and thought, that looks disgusting.
Oh,
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, me too.
Because cheesecake is like milky.
Yeah.
Dairy.
It's just something that looks off.
Well, cheesecake is my very
and everything is
favorite
Fruity
thing.
Pebbles.
I think it looks pretty good.
I do too.
I'm on the gross side.
Okay.
And then I got a little piece of audio here. I'm going to try to play off of my phone, which always sounds great. But this is a guy who he created a song with just yas and I think no's. So these are all yas. Come on. There we go. Oh, internet. Come on.
Yeah, right. We just got an audible wah, wah, wah. It's not going to work.
All right, I'll wait. Somebody else go.
I can only imagine how it goes from there, though. I bet.
Oh, it's just the best thing you've ever heard.
I got a few things. Nick Lehman on Twitter said, if only Gwen Stefani spelled something like definitely or necessary out in Hollaback Girl.
Isn't that the truth?
We can all spell bananas
Definitely.
now.
So many years I spelled that wrong.
Yep. And then in walks Gwen Stefani and changes all
And
our lives.
I got a new phone recently, and because I had a really old phone, and there's nothing that'll make you feel worse now with phones today than your bad grammar. Like, they want you to add commas. I'm like, I would normally never add a comma here.
Yeah.
And they're like, you've been doing it wrong for all these years.
It's got all these underlines all over my texts.
And if you guys found the new work email, the remote email, it doesn't do any type of spell correct or anything. So my work emails are just insane because I haven't lived without that crutch in I don't know how long.
Oh yeah, you sound like our one of our salespeople, Cindy, now all the time in all your emails.
I happen to love Cindy, and I'm grateful for all the business that she brings us. Another one I found, Ginny Hogan on Twitter. She said, "My boyfriend just sent me 6 texts, all by accident, all intended for his friend. All 6 were about how much he loved Nicolas Cage. I would rather have found out he was cheating."
Yeah, right. That is very creepy.
And then one more. This is from Moms Behaving Badly, which is like my favorite Instagram account. If the person who named walkie-talkies...
Man, he's just going in.
I didn't hear it. If we have we done this? If the person who named walkie-talkies named everything?
No.
Stamps would be licky stickies. Defibrillators would be hearty starties. Bumblebees would be fuzzy buzzies. Pregnancy tests would be maybe babies. A bra would be a breasty nesty. A fork would be a stabby grabby. Socks would be feety heaties. Hippos would be floaty bloaties. And a nightmare would be called a screamy dreamy.
Now, who shared that? That is good.
That is mom's behaving badly. So,
All right, can I try my song again?
No.
sure.
Come on.
I've given up on it already.
You really like it.
I'm sure I would. Send it somewhere else and then play it.
I think it'll play. It's playing.
All right. Who wants to hear it?
Yeah, I think that was worth it, right?
that's really, really strong, Brando. I'm glad we waited for
good.
that. Do you mind if
Thank
we
you,
do that
everybody.
again in the 9 o'clock hour?
Absolutely. I'll
do.
reload it.
I mind. All right. I saw, Dietrich Bader from Office Space
Yeah.
and Napoleon Dynamite.
And Drew
Carey Show.
Yeah.
He's a very funny follow on Twitter. If you're looking for some humor, he tweeted, "I think even the guy who invented naps would have been in awe of what I just did." as nappers,
Yeah.
we feel that. And then I love this one. This is from Mom's Jeans. "I couldn't decide if I wanted bangs or not, so I cut bangs for my daughter, and she looks awful. Dodged a bullet there." I love that because women, I think every woman wants bangs until it's like 3% of people, of adult women, look good with bangs.
What is the secret to good, great-looking bangs?
I don't know what it is, but there's some formula. You're a bang person. That sounded bad.
God, they're the luckiest. They're the luckiest lady on the planet.
Sounded really bad. All right,
You're into banging or you're not.
he just takes it. I just said that sounded bad, and then he has to take it one step. See how he does that?
See, I bit my tongue.
I know you did. I was proud of you, Tim.
There's no gong. I'm enjoying the gong-free life
Ah,
for
right.
now.
Just wait, it's been ordered. It has not been ordered. Those are the best things we saw. They'll all be on the Courtney Show STL on Facebook and Instagram, and we would love for you guys to follow us if you don't already.
The Courtney Show.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. The Courtney Show is live from Max Downtown
Hey, there they are.
in Alton, Illinois.
We catch them off guard sometimes.
Yeah, we're going to have some breakfast being served in just a few minutes here at Max Downtown.
That's a real fancy coffee setup Tim's got here.
I know they asked me if I wanted a glass or styrofoam cup. He's classier than me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. He's got
Got
like
it down.
it looks like an Irish coffee.
Oh, there's some booze going on in there?
None. I'm Irish. It's coffee. But yeah, it looks nice. I like it's classy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a two-tone coffee.
Come to Mac. Who else? Yeah, you guys. Yeah, there they are.
Oh, there's stuff in theirs, though.
They get
They
it.
got the good stuff in
They
theirs.
Yeah.
get it.
They're kicking it up a notch.
All right, so let's talk about on this date, since it's St. Patrick's Day.
Just get in that time machine and find out what happened on this date in history. It's boring, but I'm going to start with this one. Because we were talking about Van Halen, right? 25 years ago today, in 1998, Van Halen released the album 3 with their third lead singer. We were talking about how Wolfgang Van Halen says, hey, people don't appreciate Sammy Hagar. Well,
Was
you
it
know who they really don't appreciate?
Gary Sharon?
Gary Sharon
Gary
from
Sharon.
Extreme.
Oh, man.
Gary Sharon, a great talent, but did his best work.
Didn't work.
in
Didn't
Extreme.
work with Van
Oh, it was
Halen.
bad.
It was really bad.
But that was 25 years ago that album came out.
Gosh, I'm old.
I remember coming out and being like, Van Halen can do anything. They got another guy, and it just was. It didn't
Was
go
Gary
well.
Sharon? So Gary Sharon was after
Sammy.
Oh, yeah. At the time, I worked with a guy who was a huge Van Halen fan. So excited. He went to like the midnight release of that album, and like the next day we're like, hey, what do you think? And he was just like, yeah, it's I mean, there's some good ones on there. You could tell like
And that's not
he doesn't
Gary's
like it.
fault, though, really.
Not Gary's fault. There's not even a song I remember. I remember the video because I remember it being a big deal, but no song even slightly is in my brain from that era.
No, yeah, the single I remember that they released was like, well, yeah, I guess.
It was rough. It was rough. And then 24 years ago, in 1999, a panel of experts, they're saying this is kind of the first time, a panel of experts concluded that...
That Irish music was really bothering me.
Oh, yeah.
It was like,
Well, that's what it is.
I know.
kind of the beginning back in 1999 of them saying marijuana has medical benefits, specifically in this for people suffering from cancer and AIDS. It was kind of the beginning of those conversations.
And what year was that?
99.
Just lost my voice.
Yeah.
What year was that? I don't want everyone to hear.
99. So yeah, very, very green.
Yeah.
Thing. And then, I mean, we got other...
When did they start making... Have they always made clothes out of hemp?
Oh, yeah.
So that's been going on for a long time.
Real long. Yeah, I mean, the fashion benefits through the roof.
Yes.
It just took us a while.
I'll admit I'm getting my information from the movie Dazed and Confused, but didn't George Washington grow hemp?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
That is true. He loved it. Couldn't get enough.
He's just agreeing with you.
28 years ago in 1995, the first vaccine for chickenpox was approved in the U.S. Only in 95. But that makes sense because chickenpox not really a thing so much anymore, right? Whereas when we were growing up, it was like you just got it.
You're right. Yeah, the kids don't deal with it as much because there is a chickenpox vaccine. I think it still occurs, and then shingles is like the adult version. Like
And
if
that's
you had
if you had
if you had
chickenpox.
chickenpox, yeah, then that's what I think shingles is.
So
But
shingles just basically chickenpox?
yeah, I think it's the same
But
virus.
it's way worse when you're older?
Yes, it affects you in a way different way.
So have all your kids had chickenpox?
No, because you're right. No, the vaccine.
Back in the day, everybody got them.
but not all kids.
But not everybody gets the vaccine.
chooses to get the vaccine.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying no longer does everyone get them.
No,
period.
nobody's having. Well, I don't think anybody's really doing the chickenpox parties
Party,
or whatever.
yeah.
How awful was that? Were you a part of anything like that as a
Never,
kid?
never.
I never heard of that. I was like, my parents would do that to me.
Wait, what is that? Just to get it over
They would just
with?
get all the kids together, and they all one of them would have chickenpox, and they'd all get it, and they'd be done with it. Maybe do it in the summertime or something. I had
Oh.
chickenpox. My mom will be quick to tell you. I had chickenpox when I was a baby, which was very
that's
bad.
scary.
Yeah, so I think I was in the hospital for a little bit.
Always got to be different.
I was an early adopter of the POC.
And finally, back in the day, St. Patrick's Day, 1,562 years ago, in 461, St. Patrick died. So that's why we are where we are, is he died. The patron saint of Ireland, he wasn't even born Irish.
British.
Yeah, he was a kidnapped slave from Britain, and the first St. Patrick's Day parade wasn't celebrated until...
The first St. Patrick's Day parade in Ireland?
The first St. Patrick's Day parade period was in these United States.
Was it in New York, Chicago, Boston?
Chicago or Boston would make sense, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I don't have that information.
What a cliffhanger!
I gave you lots of opportunity.
It was in 1762.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, so he was long gone, and then they're like, hey, you know what we should do? Wear green.
Probably not Chicago.
Rock a parade.
But I thought blue was the color that they wear. Isn't
That
it?
he wore.
Yeah.
He was into blue.
He was into blue, and then somebody came along and was like, blue just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's better.
You're just making stuff up
Sorry,
now.
St. Patrick.
Anybody celebrating a birthday on March 17th? No? How many Irish people are here today? Let's hear it. You don't raise your hand.
Yeah, it's a radio. They're very polite.
How many people are Irish for today only?
Yay!
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
We are live from Max Downtown in Alton, Illinois. Join us. Breakfast starting right now at Max Downtown. Coming up in just a few minutes. Food Court on the Courtney Show, 106.5 The Arch.
The smartest way to do your homework is Heckman Lumber.
Warm weather means homework for homeowners. If your homework means a new deck, turn to the deck experts at Hackman Lumber. Browse the largest inventory of decking materials and accessories in Missouri. Talk with their experts about treated lumber, cedar, TimberTech, Trex, Evergreen, and AZAC to find the perfect deck for you. Choose from endless railings, balusters, and LED deck lighting options. Hackman Lumber has been serving homeowners and pros for 80 years, and they will not be undersold on in-stock decking materials guaranteed. And now, Hackman Lumber can help you take summer to the next level. They're now an authorized steel dealer and stock a huge selection of grills. So celebrate summer with a new Big Green Egg, pellet grills, Weber gas or charcoal grills, and all the accessories you need for the perfect backyard setup. Visit Hackman Lumber Showroom in St. Charles, Pacific, and Troy, Missouri, or shop online at hackmanstl.com. Hackman Lumber, 80 years strong and still grilling.
Hurt in a car accident? Injured on the job? At Cantor Injury Law, we know how overwhelming it can feel. With over 100 years of combined local legal experience and over $500 million won, we fight to get you the justice you deserve.
You can count on Cantor Injury Law to stand by your side. You pay nothing out of pocket. We only win when you win.
When you're injured, count on Cantor. Cantor Injury Law, 314-628-9999, or visit CantorInjuryLaw.com.
You can count on Cantor.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Food Court.
1065 The Arch.
Food Court is brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app. Earn 2% back on every purchase with the Schnucks Rewards app. We are live from Max Downtown in Alton, Illinois. We got lots of people already at the bar. Lots of tables are filled. People are ready to eat some breakfast, get that base.
Gotta get that base.
Gotta get the base.
Are you going in for the base this time?
I am. I'm hungry.
Me too.
I had French fries for dinner last night.
That's with some tremendous ketchup.
Yeah, the ketchup was good. Ketchup was good.
Good ketchup game.
Somebody, Abby brought us by something to try.
I mean, open up them Twinkies.
Yeah. So Abby came by and she brought us an item to try for Food Court. They are strawberry-filled Twinkies. Strawberry-filled Twinkies. If you haven't had a Twinkie in a while, it's one of the best things ever. I mean, not all the time, but grab one and you will be shocked at how good they actually are. So you guys go ahead and try the strawberry-filled Twinkie, probably a limited edition.
You want to split one?
Well, I got to talk, so you just tell me.
I'm twanking.
Okay. All right, so this is pretty funny. So since March Madness is going on, DiGiorno has created... People eating a lot of pizza for watching basketball. Eating a lot of pizza. DiGiorno has created the first ever DiGiorno Cry Pie. Because, did you see this poor cheerleader is going to be the new meme for NCAA losses or just any loss? She was crying on the sidelines after one of the games.
Oh, like remember the little boy, boy, was it Butler?
Wasn't it the coach's son or something? I remember.
He was in the stands. He was just like, oh God.
But he's a meme forever, you know.
Oh.
Well, this Cry Pie is an all-onion pizza that can also be used as an emotional crust. And it's been handcrafted by empathetic pizza makers at DiGiorno, and you can sign up for the chance to win one at DiGiornoCryPie.com, so you can maybe send it to somebody because there were some upsets yesterday.
Oh yeah,
lots of Cry Pie,
a lot of heartbreak. That's what makes it madness.
Number 2 went down. What's the Furman? Who did they beat?
Furman beat Virginia.
Virginia. Yeah.
What is Furman? Is that like Gonzaga? It's like not a real place or something?
I think it's in North Carolina or South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The Twinkies are pretty good.
Are they good? You guys like it?
They're not
saved you a
overly strawberry.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Really, I would say they're exactly what you want them to be, and they deliver. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Strawberry Twinkies, fantastic.
All right, and then today, if you dress up, did you get free donuts today, Brando, when you picked up those Krispy Kreme?
I did not bring in the Krispy Kreme. Joanne did.
Oh, Joanne, you did? Did you get any free donuts? Well, I think if you wear some green today, you get a free donut at Krispy Kreme. So wear your green, stop at Krispy Kreme.
Doesn't mean we're not appreciative, Joanne. We are.
Thank you, Joanne. Frank's Hot Sauce is coming out with a pickled hot sauce. Frank, not you, Frank. Not Frank.
Although Frank should get his own hot sauce and sue him.
Yeah, yeah. But they're having it's a pickle flavored hot sauce.
I mean, I guess it'd be okay.
Pickles are still big.
I think the pickle flavor I like as an addition to thing. I don't love the purely pickle flavored stuff. They're like, it's a pickle soda. Like, I don't want to just drink pickle.
No,
I love pickles, but I don't like hot sauces.
Well, and I don't like pickles on anything, but I like the deep fried pickles.
Oh yeah,
that are breaded.
It's weird that you'll go straight in for a pickle, but you want pickles on stuff.
I know. I love the deep fried pickle.
And I got that chicken sandwich at Popeyes the other day.
Yeah.
And whatever pickles they put on there, it's a good pickle. It's thick and it's got a good flavor, and they don't put just 2 little ones on there like they normally do on a sandwich. Like, they give you some pickling.
Yeah, I think that the pickle is part of the...
I think it's what makes that all work.
Yes, I agree. And then I am going to this is crazy to me that we never knew this before. And maybe people in here know this. But and I'm not going to use that I was today years old when I found out blah, blah, blah.
Don't do it.
But you know how fajitas, and I never order fajitas at a Mexican restaurant.
You don't like the pageantry?
The pageantry is a little much. It's a lot of attention. No, it's not my thing in a Mexican restaurant, but it is. It's quite a thing when the fajitas come out. Everybody looks, there's smoke, you can hear it. Do you know that they squirt a clear liquid around the dish to make that happen when they bring them out?
I believe that.
Really?
That's the sizzling. Did you guys all know that?
It's just like steam, I think, that's coming off. It's
Yes.
not smoke.
Right before they hand off the plate, the cook takes a squirt bottle and strategically splashes some kind of clear liquid around the dish. It starts to smoke and sizzle, and then dun da da dun, he walks through the restaurant.
It works.
They're living a lie.
Who started that?
Yeah, you wonder who was the first guy that was like, you know what? This plate needs to smoke more.
And we need to get more of these out, so we need people to pay attention to them when they come through the restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but
What a genius, like the P.T. Barnum of Mexican restaurants.
Yeah.
Is that everywhere, you think? If I hear it sizzling, that's what's going on.
That's what's going on.
Weird.
It's the magic liquid.
What? The steam releases the smell of the fajitas, so you can go, this is what you're missing.
But if I'm making
behind this.
if I'm making fajitas at home and they're in the pan still, it's still gonna do that.
Yeah, but you got to hit it with the stuff and then take it to the table.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
You got to find out.
Yeah.
What's really disturbing is that we don't know what it is, other than
the clear
liquid.
I think it's water.
What the hell
don't you
is
think?
that? It's just water, right?
Yes, it's got to be. It cooks the blah blah.
Yeah, Frank says that that's a part of the cooking process.
People are all like, this girl showed a TikTok of it happening, and everybody was upset. And somebody just wrote, "Oh, it's artifizzle." Didn't like that.
I mean, this can't be a big secret. I mean, every town worth its salt's got a Mexican restaurant.
Okay. How many people knew about the fake sizzle? Frank,
Again,
you're the only one.
raising their hands.
No. So today, when you leave, you will have learned something. You're welcome, Alton. We're going to go now.
They look very appreciative.
We are live from Max downtown in Alton, Illinois. That was Food Court, brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app.
What you talking about, Will?
Throwback Live.
Throwback Live happening right now on The Courtney Show. The contestants are lined up not on the phone, but right here as we broadcast live from Max downtown in Alton, Illinois. Hi, everybody. They're all lined up, ready to go. Brando is going to be playing for Christina, who's here from Godfrey. I'm going to be playing for our pal Frank, who's here from St. Louis City. And Courtney is going to be playing for Abby from Roxana, all of whom are in the house right now.
All right.
Let's hit it.
Throwback Live is brought to you by Emos. Experience square deals on the new Emos app. Marty is here as our host. Ray's on the boards.
Hey, guys.
Courtney, Brando, and myself competing today on just another round of Throwback Live.
Just a regular old day.
I was here on Tuesday.
Good. Marty gets interrupted.
Just desserts.
Wednesday, Thursday, and now Friday.
Here we are.
There we go.
All right, so it's a very special edition of Throwback Live, all backwards songs you guys perform on behalf of listeners for them to win a prize. You chime in with these sounds. Courtney, Brando, Tim. Question number 1, name this backwards song title or artist. That would be Courtney.
Kaja Gugu.
It is not.
I know.
Went pretty deep on these this week.
I can get it if you play it one more time.
I'm wrong.
Brando.
Fleetwood Mac.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
No.
One more time.
I think I might know it.
You have to chime in if you want to answer.
Yeah.
I know, but I can't. I already answered.
No, I don't think you're right, so you might as well just tell me.
Just do it.
This is going to really make me angry. Foreigner.
Is it something so strong?
It is none of those.
Oh.
It's the boss.
I swear to God, I almost said Springsteen, but then I was like, it doesn't sound like his voice. So stupid. Trust your heart.
Trust your heart.
He wrote that for some. He wrote it for like the Ramones or something.
Don't know.
Something. There's some story.
Doesn't sound like a Ramones song to me at all.
No, I think I once tried to do it as the Ramones, but he did write it for. It's like a reggae song.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I was confusing my own rock and roll history.
Well, that's easy.
As I often do.
It makes sense
so
now.
many of
All
us
right.
make that mistake.
No points for you. Question number 2. Name this backwards song, title, or artist. Tim?
Chicago?
Yup.
To say I'm sorry.
Do-do-do-do.
I just want you to stay. What a good song.
I will make it up to you.
I promise to.
Who got that one, Courtney?
Tim.
All right. Tim has 1 point. Question number 3. Name this backwards song, title, or artist. Courtney.
George Michael.
Correct. Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Michael.
Didn't sound like George Michael.
Wonder what the next song
Molly
is.
Crew. Molly Crew. There it is.
That's it. One more try.
All right, let's skip to 5, Ray. Ready?
Yep.
Question number 5. Name this backwards song title, or, well, question 4, but 5 for Ray's purposes. Name this backwards song title or artist. Brando.
What's that? What's the hook of that? I can sing it. I know it.
Sing it.
I can't. I don't know what she's saying there.
Do you know who it is?
No.
Well, that's
It's
no
one of
good.
those like
5,
ladies.
4,
It's like wind
3,
on something.
2.
Wyndham?
No.
Wind.
It's like that.
Dum is
I'm not gonna.
incorrect.
I'm not gonna give a hint.
Tim is next.
Is it Natasha Bedingfield?
It sure is.
Rain on your skin. What's it called?
Unwritten.
Unwritten.
The
Yeah, I
rest
got
will
it.
go unwritten.
Yeah, I knew that.
It's the
I
Hills.
love this song.
I do
still
too.
love it.
I knew that the hook was not the title. I was like, I'm not gonna get
It's
it.
the theme from the Hills, too.
Is that right? Didn't know that.
So what's the score now?
It's 2 Tim, 1,
I don't have anything. I don't think.
2 Tim.
2 Tim.
And 1 me. 1
okay,
me.
you have one. All right. Question number 5. Name this backwards song title or artist. Brando.
Love hurts.
That's correct.
Oh. Is that Nazareth?
Yep. And Tim's the winner,
Tim,
right? How about
yeah.
that? There you go.
You can count on Cantor. Hi, I'm Mark Cantor of Cantor Injury Law. Cantor Injury Law is local, and that's much different than the other lawyers you see advertising. You can count on Cantor to know you and your injury. Count on Cantor to know the law and how to maximize the money you win in your case. You can count on Cantor because we've been winning cases like yours for 30 years. Visit CantorInjuryLaw.com or call us at 314-628-9999.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
The Courtney Show.
We are live from Max Downtown in Alton, Illinois. Everybody right now, they're getting food delivered to their tables because they are serving food now, and the menu looks incredible. How's the food? Yeah.
Get a good base.
Yeah, Tim's having a problem, issue on if he wants French toast or wants something savory. That's always my breakfast issue. Like, if you want something...
Yeah, I think it's going to be French toast in the 7 o'clock hour, waffles in the 9 o'clock hour.
That sounds like doubling up on sweet.
I know, right? Where's your egg?
And scrambled eggs in the 8 o'clock hour.
9 o'clock.
I got it all figured out. Got to get that base. Got to get that base.
A couple things real quick, and then we're going to look at some numbers. But we want to thank, who brought the donuts by? They brought 3 huge boxes.
Duke's Bakery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we got some from Joanne from
Joanne,
Krispy
we already
Kreme.
mentioned you. You get one mention, okay? Settle down.
And Duke's is one of those places that I don't know. Maybe this summer we ought to go.
Yeah,
go to a
for the
donut
donut tour. What would you get? Donuts at Duke's. It sounds good.
They're delicious. Delicious.
And they are very good.
Yeah, and if anybody here wants any,
They're
feel
equally
free.
as good as yours, Joanne.
Somebody said that 3 years ago today, the schools started shutting down for COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Today?
Yeah, I think that's about right because remember last week, was it last week or this week? Last week, I think they made the announcement 3 years ago that no NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so
I have it on my calendar.
I remember I was at work, some other radio station, I can't remember the name, and
I was
saw it
unemployed.
on TV. Yeah. You were already?
I was
Oh, yeah.
unemployed.
Oh, yeah.
You were still working, earning that paycheck. I was earning a paycheck too, just not working.
Yeah, April 6th was my start date on the Arch.
Oh, so that would, and I signed.
You were already there for a while.
I think I drove as fast as I could to Creve Coeur to get ink on paper before they decided everything's shutting down and we just lost a lot of money. We can't hire you. So yeah, crazy, right? So thank you to whoever texted that in. All right, let's look at some numbers, Timmy.
Timmy looks at the number. Timmy looks at the number. Timmy looks at the number.
I'm Timmy, and these are the numbers. Special St. Patrick's Day edition. Do you know what do you guys guess is the percentage of people who actually put on their green today?
89%.
57%.
It is 80%. It is 80%, which is we're probably a little higher than 80% in here right now. I'd say mid 90s maybe. Most people wear it.
Nobody wants to get pinched.
But they say 80% of people doing it.
She has a tiara on. Does that count?
Yeah, that absolutely
That's
counts.
royalty.
A little green. And all. Yeah, it's a big deal. The average person plans to spend only about $44 on St. Patrick's Day celebrations. I mean, you're really just buying drinks, maybe some corned beef and cabbage. That's it, right?
Man, 44 is low if you're out.
Yeah, and I don't know what's
I mean, for me it is. I don't know how you do it.
Well, it's like, how are you celebrating? Yeah, if you're going out for it, then you're throwing down some cash, but there's not like, it's not like Santa Claus is showing up for this one.
You're not giving gifts or anything like that.
But I feel like there's something going on in the schools. Just be warned, parents, because Augie and Amelia last night were like, we need to build a trap to trap the leprechaun. And the rest of us are like, what the hell are you talking about? And Aaron's like, I don't remember this in school. And so something's going on with the younger grades, at least in the Waterloo, that there's like, you set up a little trap, you put the little gold chocolate coins or something, and you can try to trap a leprechaun.
What do you do with them when you find them?
I don't know. And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm like, is he supposed
wishes?
to be giving gifts or granting wishes? Because
we can't add another layer to this.
I'm out on this.
Yeah.
And he was furious, and Aaron refused to help him. He's like, I'm not helping you build that. That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, text us if you know what the story is with this, and more importantly, text us if you know how to stop it. Speaking of leprechauns, I'm glad you brought that up. The value today, 2023, of a leprechaun's pot of gold. What do you think it is?
Gold?
Well, I mean,
depends on how big. Just regular old pot sized.
A regular old pot.
You know that it's the that the leprechauns carry around. They're small, so factor that in.
A pot of gold is probably over $1 million.
Let's say it's got 1,000 1-ounce gold coins in it.
Oh, I'll stick with $1 million.
Yeah, you're right. 1.84 million.
Notice I didn't even try
in a
to
pot
guess
of gold.
that.
So maybe Amelia is not that far off. I mean, that's a lot. That's a good payday.
If there's a real leprechaun out there to be caught and that has actual gold, I'm all in. I just want to know that this is a legit thing. It's not some dumb thing my kids are making up.
1.84 million or 1.1 million after taxes. Got to pay that leprechaun tax. It's brutal. Every year I dread it, but
Let's all get over.
Don't forget about personal property. Okay,
so wet me beak.
Taste this.
What's going on in there?
You gotta taste it.
Costs money too.
It is something.
St. Patrick's Day is the third most popular drinking day. Wouldn't know it in here, would you guys? Number one, am I right? Okay.
They're just drunk.
Ay caramba.
Right?
What are more popular drinking days than today? Do you guys know?
Oh, yeah. I know all the drinking days.
Cinco de Mayo.
Nope.
Christmas.
No.
No, I would have guessed Christmas, New Year's.
Easter.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Tuesday.
Good Friday.
New Year's Eve and Mardi Gras.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. But not.
However, St.
Let's
Patrick's
make
Day.
this the biggest drinking holiday of the year.
Come on, Alton, we can do it.
Let's go.
I think
Just
they all
have
just
a
got
sip of
their
that coffee.
They got their food. They're less talkative
know.
now. Yeah. St. Patrick's Day, however, the #1 holiday for beer drinking specifically.
Yeah, it is.
You think it's because of the green beer thing, or are we just going in on beer heavy for some reason?
I don't like drinking the green beer.
It makes me nervous.
It doesn't seem right. It's not necessary.
I'm
That's
fine with
my
that.
opinion.
I don't think I've
Who
ever
agrees
had
with me? Nobody.
We got
Well,
green. Is there green
quiet
beer
lady.
out there? You guys have green beer now? Is there? No, okay. Regular.
Green bottles, though, I saw. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's good looking. 88% of Americans say they would love to travel to Ireland to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Does that appeal to you guys?
Only if you can get them great deals on those flights. Remember, we talked about
$400 round trip.
Ireland's awesome. Everybody should go. I don't know how important it would be for me to be there on St. Patrick's Day.
I dislike poor weather, maybe more than anything. Even though I would love to see Ireland and it's the home of golf, I just don't know.
It's awesome. You might get
probably
some
like a
sunny
good
days.
week of great weather in Ireland, right?
It always looks terrible.
Always looks overcast.
It always looks windy
on
and
there?
terribly
It's just-
cold.
It's awesome.
I think Nick would love to go to Ireland to play golf.
Yeah.
Of course. Man, he picked the wrong gal. He wants to go to so many places. He's got a fear of flying girl by his side. It would be hell for him.
You're not crossing the pond.
And you're upset when he goes with the guys.
Well, you knew that was too many golf trips.
Oh, I agree. I'm
in
right
the
there.
year.
Too many golf trips going on in my house too, so I totally get it. That said, Nick and I are going to Ireland. A few more numbers. If you're looking to eat cabbage, it's actually really, really healthy.
Oh, yeah, I know. I told you about the cabbage
yeah,
soup
the
diet.
cabbage soup diet in the 90s worked great.
1 pound of cabbage has 109 calories, half a gram of fat, and 6 grams of protein. Also a rich source of vitamins.
Although I will tell you, one of the best ways to prepare cabbage in the summer, and this is not healthy. So you core out the center of the cabbage, and you put a stick of butter in it, and you wrap it in aluminum foil and just grill it for a really long time, and it just...
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Really?
Oh, it's so good.
My friend Ben makes like smoked cabbage in like a big smoker. It's
Divine.
one of the best things you'll ever have in your life.
I know, and it's just cabbage, and you're like,
Yeah.
how is this so good?
We're always like,
butter.
make
That's out.
more. Make more.
Butter makes everything better, though.
Yeah, there's probably butter involved.
You heard it here first.
Did I create that line?
Butter makes everything better. Yeah, you can have it.
Okay.
You said it in front of all these lovely people at Max in downtown Alton.
TM.
Those are the numbers.
The Courtney Show.
People is dumb, doody doody. People is dumb, and I say it ain't right.
All right, we've got a threefer of dummies, and you guys are going to pick the big dummy of the day. Well, actually, 3.5.
Oh.
I'm calling us out on People is Dumb today because a couple people mentioned it yesterday for us showing off these great green St. Patty's Day Courtney Show shirts.
Yeah.
One person has one on. I actually brought my shirt we will draw for a couple of extra winners. Tim brought his as well.
Yep.
So you can enter in the back of Max downtown in Alton, Illinois. And not only that, but we're giving away Guns N' Roses tickets as well at their appearance at Busch Stadium this summer.
And they got a bunch of other t-shirts, just not the St. Patrick's Day t-shirts, but we got other
We do.
t-shirts given out back there.
We do have Courtney Show shirts. So come join us, have some good breakfast, hang out at Max. It's a great space. And again, the machines for gambling turn on at 8:30. All right, so dummy number one, and since this story is in Ireland, I thought I would bring it to you. A driver in Ireland with a bumper sticker that said, "My brakes are good. Is your insurance?" Got caught driving without insurance.
Oh, no.
And his brakes weren't good.
No, his police in Northern Ireland ended up pulling this guy over. They stopped a vehicle. It was traveling on a road, and they asked the driver to produce proof of insurance, and he frantically searched his phone for documentation, and then he admitted he didn't have any. So The car was seized on the spot. The driver was issued with a fixed penalty notice for the law break, and they put a picture of him on their Facebook page, the police in Ireland. My brakes are good. Is your insurance?
He's going to get a ticket either way, but you don't end up on the internet if you don't have the bumper sticker.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how, like, when criminals get caught and the shirt they have on matches the crime they've committed? Bizarre. All right, so dummy number 2. This is a good one. I like this one a lot. So there was this 37-year-old American woman. She was traveling to Jamaica, and she had some friends there as well. But she got busted because she tried to bring in 20 ounces of weed into Jamaica.
Into Jamaica?
Into Jamaica.
Does she not know where she's going?
Listen, the reason she told them that the reason she brought the weed into Jamaica was she wanted to show her Jamaican friends that the weed in the U.S. is better than theirs. But she didn't have a license to have marijuana for medicinal purposes, no permission, so she had to pay a $30,000 fine or 30 days in jail for importing the marijuana.
Oh, that's pretty dumb.
What are you doing there? 30 days in the clink? Or
Yeah.
30 grand?
30.
Clink.
You do
I'm in a
Puerto Rico.
Jamaican prison.
Or in, Jamaica.
Booyah!
Woo! I don't know. That's a tough call.
What would you do?
I think
That's a lot of money.
I'm taking the jail time.
I'd
I don't know.
I'd have to tour. I'd want to tour the jail.
Yeah,
first.
could I see what I'm getting myself
Yeah,
into
and meet my
first?
roommate, like a quick lunch with my
Little
roommate,
meet and greet.
yeah, cellmate, yeah, and then make that kind of decision.
Think they'd let you do that? They're chill.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, what the?
All right, and dummy number 3, and you are allowed to vote for us, making the mistake of thinking that we had a bunch of Courtney Show green shirts. So this sounds like, which child of yours wants to catch the leprechaun?
Augie and Amelia both hatched the plan last night.
All right, I don't know if this has been brought to them by their teacher or not.
It has.
Okay, well, there was an elementary teacher in Connecticut, and she has been arrested, and she resigned her position because she was allegedly placing several students in chokeholds during a martial arts demonstration that wasn't a part of the curriculum. She just decided one day, I'm taking martial arts, and I'm into it.
I want to show you
So I'm
guys.
going to show you guys. 5th graders she ended up getting arrested. Charges included strangulation in the 2nd degree, risk of injury to a minor.
No way.
Reckless endangerment in the 1st degree. The 5th graders were placed in chokeholds while she was working as a math coach at an elementary school in Connecticut. Nobody knows she was showcasing martial arts moves. It's not part of math, but she was, and she got arrested.
I had something similar like that happen when I was in grade school. I was, we all watched wrestling, and so we were standing in line or something. I don't know what was going on, and I was like putting a kid in a headlock or something, but not it wasn't even like a real headlock. It was just like, I'll put this move on you or something, and we're laughing. And I guess the teacher thought that I was murdering this child. And she came up and did some sort of Vulcan neck pinch on me that it dropped me to the ground.
No
I don't know
way.
what it was. My legs went limp
she
and
a
I hit
nun?
the ground. No, she was a little tiny angry lady. And man, she took me out.
She took
And
you
I was
down.
like, what the hell?
You're like, man, they need to use this move on wrestling.
I was like, what? How about next time, ask first? Like, I wasn't killing him.
You never
we were
liked that
goofing
teacher,
around.
did you?
No, after that, I
Yeah,
was
she
like,
was out.
you're dead to me.
All right, so which one do we think is the big dummy of the day? Is it us?
I think the vote should go to us.
Is it the Ireland, my brakes work? I hope you have insurance,
I think
guy.
it's
Is it the Jamaican smuggling weed to show her friends it's better in the U.S.? Or is it the chokehold teacher? Courtney, you pick up?
Yeah.
Okay, Courtney show applause. You think it's us?
I mean,
Chokehold applause? No? Oh, couple smattering. The insurance guy?
Oh, nobody's in for that.
Okay, and or
Jamaica.
the Jamaica weed.
Jamaica weed seems to be doing pretty well.
Tie us and the Jamaican,
Jamaican.
weed. That's
We're
it.
in good company.
That is Courtney is Dumb on the Courtney Show.
Courtney?
The Courtney Show.
We are live in downtown Alton, Illinois at Max Downtown. I think the Jameson is kicking in here at Max. Let me tell you, the Irish coffee here. Whew. I mean, I felt everything. I just took a sip and I could feel it going straight down. It burned a hole.
It's some serious stuff. I had a sip of it.
We want to remind you that out here at Max downtown, you can register for some Guns N' Roses tickets. They're going to be at Busch Stadium this summer. You can also register for those coveted green Courtney Show shirts. And we'll be drawing at the end of the show, and you do not have to be here in order to win. So if you come to Max, register for those prizes. Also, we want to remind you that we are giving away the last Spring Broke. We're doing the final Spring Broke play, 8 o'clock this hour, actually. And somebody is going to be winning over $1,000 today.
That's awesome.
That's around 8:35. And 1065thearch.com. Go there today, this weekend. Fill out your bracket for Arch Sadness, because next week we're going to play all the best sad songs and see how far they make it. And if you have the best bracket, you are going to win $500. 1065thearch.com.
All right, we're going to play Sound Effects Theater. We haven't done that in a while. I thought it'd be fun to do today.
Oh, good. In front of an audience.
In front of an audience, and actually involving an audience. So,
do I have a script?
You do have a script, and I need 2 volunteers. So 2 people that would like to come up and be part of this broadcasting
Of course,
segment.
Joanne's already on her way.
Joanne, come up around here.
The Enforcer and Cheryl with the K.
Cheryl, you come
Nice.
up. Cheryl, you'll be next to Tim, because you guys both have. We'll be reading off the same script. So,
Okay. Give it up for Joanne and Cheryl, guys.
So Joanne will be reading with your script.
Okay.
And then Cheryl, you'll be reading with Tim's script. Tim, you'll be playing the part of Krim.
Okay.
And then what else? What else?
Cheryl
is, on the top?
is going to be Triss.
Oh, you're going to be Triss. Okay. And then Courtney, you're playing the part of Blortney.
That's rude.
And Joanne, you'll be doing all the sound effects. So all the sound effects lines are going to be yours. Don't screw them up. And then Nicky the Fork is a part of this too. He is going to be our narrator. Yep. And then I'm trying to read.
He doesn't have a microphone.
Oh yeah, he needs a microphone. Do we have one fired up there?
I mean, he doesn't have
Yeah.
he doesn't have Joanne level loudness.
Well, that's pretty good. Dodie's getting a microphone set up for you. I figured we had an extra mic. Sorry, I'm horribly unprepared for this. That's why it's going to be great.
I'm excited.
So, everybody's got their stuff?
Yes.
Everyone's ready to read their parts?
Yeah. Do we need any special music?
Not really.
All right.
I mean, we're providing. There's going to be some music here pretty early on that someone's going to have to be very creative about. But I don't, not to give too much away.
Okay.
But we're doing the story is called Lord of the Bling. And let's start with our narrator.
Oh,
he's getting headphones for us.
Okay.
What an enchanting title, Brando. I'm very,
You like
very
it?
excited.
It's
Yeah.
really, you don't know what it's going to be.
Lord of the Bling. It's really
What could
strong.
it be?
All right, I think our narrator is in position.
these headphones are going to ruin my hairdo. All right, off we go.
That's not part of the script.
Are we ready?
Yes.
We're ready.
Our story begins on a beautiful spring day in the Globbit village of Flargenview. The birds chirp while Blortney sings a song of olden times.
Tweet, 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 tweet. Olden times, I love olden times. I love the olden times.
Holy moly. Just then.
That's good.
Just then, Blortney's good friend Krim popped out of the bushes and startled her.
Hi, Blortney.
Oh, Krim, it's just you. For a second, I thought you were a Mark and Close here to steal all my quarters.
Mark and Close loves quarters. Don't they, Blortney? I heard they use all those quarters to buy Karn from a pirate. Do you know how much it costs?
No, I don't.
A buccaneer. Get it?
Gong.
Slide whistle.
I don't think slide whistle says slide whistle, but whatever.
Oh, Krim, that's the worst joke ever. I wish I had the golden gong so I could make that terrible joke go away forever.
You can.
What are you talking about, Triss?
Blando knows what I'm talking about, don't you, Blando?
Of course I do.
Why are we doing Irish voices?
I've heard tale of a golden gong on top of Mount Gloom near the Arch of Sadness.
Let's go then. I can't handle these dumb jokes anymore.
Tris and I would love to go with you, but we got in trouble for stealing a calendar. We each got 6 months. That's not a slide whistle.
Jeez, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
So, Blortney set off to climb Mount Gloom. Her journey took her past rivers, through scary woods, and
There's no laughing in sound effects.
Yeah, that's not how the scary woods works.
And past Johnny Depp.
Oh, hello, I'm Johnny Depp. I was just wondering if you might help me find my guitar. I'm pretty sure I left it next to this rock.
Not now, Johnny Depp. I'm almost at the top of Mount Gloom.
Just then, Blortney came around a rocky corner to see the Arch of Sadness standing in the distance.
I finally made it! Behold, the golden gong.
But before Blortney could reach the golden gong, she heard a booming voice from the heavens.
Not so fast, for I am Guy Krillips, and I am the keeper of the golden gong.
Step aside, Gry Krillips. I need that golden gong so I can stop my friends from telling terrible jokes.
If you want to take my golden gong, you'll need to answer this riddle. What kind of concert only costs 45 cents?
No, anything but that.
Do it. Answer the question or I'll never let you have the golden gong.
A concert that only costs 45 cents is a 50-cent concert featuring Nickelback.
That's a good one.
No, it's really not. Can I please have my gong now?
Of course. Oh, do you want one more riddle before you go?
Nope, all good. Thanks anyway.
And that's how Blortney saved St. Patrick.
Yay! Oh, that was ridiculous.
That was Sound Effects Theater. You're welcome, Alton.
You witnessed some real magic there.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
Brought to you by the Funny Bone Comedy Club at Westport and Streets of St. Charles. This week, Jim Florentine is headlining Westport and a special engagement with Lynn Koplitz at Streets of St. Charles. We are in Alton at Max Downtown in Alton for the big St. Patty's Day broadcast today with a live audience. We're here till 10.
Judging us nonstop.
Yes, and we got lots of free things too, so come by today. If you can and don't go to work, who cares? I've been checking traffic all morning. Nobody else is going, so skip it. Noah Schnapp is getting into the chicken game. He just came out with a delivery-only chicken restaurant called Tender Fix. Noah Schnapp, the actor, has his own restaurant.
This is bizarre to me.
I know. It's available nationwide on apps like DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Postmates. This is his statement. He said, quote, "I'm a huge chicken sandwich fan, and whenever I order food to my dorm room or during late night study sessions, a chicken sandwich is my go-to item," which he never said any of that. Somebody said that for him.
Okay.
So he is currently a sophomore at the University of Pennsylvania. Came up with this idea. So the menu includes chicken tenders, sliders on King's Hawaiian rolls, sandwiches, waffle fries, dipping sauces, all that stuff. And he wanted to make sure that there's something for everyone. So there's also plant-based options as well. So they did a little digging. The food is actually prepared by your local IHOP kitchen. So it's...
Yeah, it's like IHOP went to them and said, you know, it'd be a good spokesperson.
Yes.
No, even though he's a weird it's a bizarre
What an odd-
spokesperson.
but he's a young fella. Maybe they're like, we need a young fella who likes chicken. And he's like, I like chicken.
And they like bowl haircuts.
And they were like, should we get a good actor? They're like, no, let's get the worst actor we can find.
Let's get the worst one from Stranger Things.
Yeah, all those kids are available. Get the bad one. The one that they thought probably they should have just killed off in the first season.
Yeah, right.
Because they're like, he's not getting any better. He is Carrie from Little House on the Prairie.
That's matter. That was a good one. No gong for that, man.
I haven't had a Little House reference in a while. Anyway. So.
Or Vicky from
Small Wonder.
Small Wonder.
Oh. Whew. They at least...
I am Vicky. I would like to play with you.
I always say, at least Little House on the Prairie, they were like, we didn't know. We cast her as like a toddler. We thought maybe she would turn into a good actress. Small wonder, they knew she was old enough.
She was bad.
That she wasn't going to be good. Although that boy, he wasn't much of a...
No, he was bad, and so was the Bang Girl.
Everybody on that show.
Harriet?
Yes,
Yeah,
Harriet was
Harriet.
terrible.
Come on.
That's got to be one of the worst shows
Harriet was good.
ever made.
Oh.
Top to bottom, everyone is terrible.
Oh, the parents were bad.
The parents were bad? Honey. Moving on. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott filed to legally change their son's name to Air Webster. So his name is currently Wolf Jacques. Now
It's right, just Jacques.
Wolf is his first name. I guess Jacques is his middle name. Anyway, they said now that they've had some time to spend, they've had a chance to spend some time with him.
You were stuck.
They're like, we think he's more of an Air
Didn't
Webster.
they change another one's name?
No, I think that was this one. They did something. Maybe I don't know.
Is it the same one? They've changed his name now 3 times.
I think so.
It's pretty funny that they keep they keep changing the name. You're like, all right, I guess. Disney has invented a lightsaber that actually expands and retracts. Not like the one where you like flip it and it goes out. You like push a button and it goes woo, and it makes the sound and everything and it lights up. They said that they right as of now
should have put a lightsaber sound effect in that last bit.
Yeah, I know.
That was good.
Pretty good at it.
Real good.
Although Joanne would have done it, she'd be like,
Lightsaber.
we're like, that's not what a lightsaber sounds like. But as of now, only actors in the parks and attractions will be using this retractable lightsaber. But like whoever the Disney guy is now, he's on stage and he demonstrates it very poorly. But it is cool. The video's on the blog. It makes all the sounds and everything, so it looks pretty good. Somebody knocked Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen to the ground as he was standing outside a Florida hotel on Monday night. He ended up hitting his head.
Oh my gosh!
Drummer, he's only got one arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was standing there outside of the Four Seasons Hotel, which I expected better things from the Four Seasons from what I've heard.
Yeah, I am shocked to hear that.
Seems...
They knew his name as he fell down, though. At
Really?
least they knew.
Anyway,
Are they good with that?
Yes, that's their thing.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Do they call you Mister? Or do
Yeah.
They, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's pretty exciting.
Mr. Tim
It
or
is.
Mr. Convy?
Mr. Convy.
Well, Nick has a name that, like, when we went to Dominican, all the people that work there loved saying his name.
Really?
Oh, I wonder
Yes.
why.
I don't know his last name. Sansone.
Huh.
Sansone.
Well, that's a fun
They
one.
loved
pretty
it.
good.
Like everywhere he went, they remembered his name.
Did I ever tell you the Senior Brando story?
The what?
The Senior Brando story?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
can I do-
Senior.
Like, I'll do a really fast version of it. So we went to Mexico, Alex and I did, for like a radio thing. And while I was there, I was supposed to go to all these attractions and tweet about it and talk about it and whatever. That was part of the deal. And so we get to one of them, and apparently that place didn't know what the deal was. And so they were like, well, you didn't pay for this and you can't do that. And I was like, all right, fine. I was like, I don't want to get in trouble because I'm like, I'm supposed to do these things, but I'm not supposed to pay for them. Like, it's
uncomfortable.
You're very uncomfortable because you're like, I don't want to do the like, do you know who I am?
Yes.
But like, look, you guys want me to be here. I'm not supposed to do all these things. I was like, you need to go call whatever, a manager or something. So the guy's like, all right, I'll go check. And then he came back and he was like, Senor Brando. And I'm like, oh, here we go. He's like, where would you like to go, Senor Brando? And then the rest of the day, I was Senor Brando. And it was very embarrassing. Anyway, he's fine.
Okay, he's okay because he hit his head. He's not young.
He did hit his head, but they I think they caught the guy. Yeah, they found him. He was vandalizing cars. He knocked over a woman that was trying to help him.
The drummer was vandalizing cars.
Yeah, he's just on a bender. No, the kid that knocked him over, he was a 19-year-old kid, ran at him full speed, knocked him to the ground. This woman tried to help him, and then he like knocked her down too. He was a real hooligan, this fella.
I gotta find this guy.
Yeah, they found him. Paris Hilton didn't like that Pink mocked her hanky-panky tape in her Stupid Girls video. I don't remember this, but, it was a video for her song. As you may remember, Paris said that she felt pressured to film that One Night in Paris with that Rick Solomon gross guy. He was 33 at the time, and she was just 19. So she says Pink didn't help things. She only made her feel more ashamed years later.
Well, you did it. You did it.
We didn't know the details of this at the time.
That Rick Solomon pushed her into it.
Right. I think we all feel like, oh, well, this is That's terrible.
But this was a thing that was going on. Like, this was the new way to get famous.
Pop culture thing that was happening at the time, and I'm sure, Pink just was being critical of it.
Yeah, and they were contemporaries more. You know what? It's not like Pink. We think of Pink now as being, whatever she is, 40 or something. And back then they were both.
They're the same
Britney,
age.
and
Yes.
they were all,
the same age,
all doing the same sort of thing. The Cure's Robert Smith got Ticketmaster to issue partial refunds for those high fees. So we talked about how he wanted $20 tickets.
Yeah.
And then Ticketmaster was like, oh, we'll show you. We'll charge $22 in fees plus a $5.50 transaction fee. And apparently Robert Smith went to Ticketmaster and was like, do you not know who I am? I'm Robert Smith.
That is awesome.
And they were like, okay. So even if it was like $5 they got back.
Are you sure that wasn't Johnny Depp?
There's a real subtle difference between the two of them. If you listen closely.
I mean, one's British.
If you listen closely, you can tell that I'm wearing lipstick when I do that.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
I have a little bit of that sound. Scarlett Johansson helped Al Roker do the weather on yesterday's Today Show. She was on there. I don't know if you guys saw, but she was wearing a very colorful dress. It was like a Jackie Onassis kind of, that big woven, like 50s style
Oh,
dress.
was it like a Chanel suit?
Yeah, something like that.
Like the tweed?
Yes. I don't know the words. But it was, when I saw it, I'm like, it's
What's the
very
brand?
retro-y
What's the
thing.
brand at Saks and Neiman Marcus? St. John? Was it a St. John suit?
I believe so.
St. John is an expensive. It's like the suits that are the same color skirt and jacket, gold buttons.
Oh,
she looked a lot like the Fruity Pebble cheesecake picture that I showed you earlier this morning. It was those colors essentially.
Okay.
New movies out this weekend. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. That's in theaters. That Willem Dafoe movie Inside is out this weekend. Moving on. If you like Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, they've got a movie. Those last two are limited release, but the trailers are up on the blog. Lots happening on the old TV this weekend. You've got March Madness, of course, continuing today. Second round played out tomorrow and Sunday. CBS, True TV, TNT, all carrying those games. Excuse me. Also today on Netflix, the series premiere of that animated spy series, Agent Elvis, that Elvis thing. I watched the trailer this morning. So Matthew McConaughey is voicing Elvis. It looks kind of funny. It's an adult cartoon. There's bad language and all that fun stuff, but it might be good. I don't know. We'll see. Also today on Amazon, the series premiere of an Australian show called Class of 07. It
sounds
Did
funny.
you watch it?
I didn't watch it, but I think I saw the description and it sounds.
To me, when I watched it, I was like, I feel like Courtney would like this show.
Yes.
But it's like a girls' school, and they're doing a
class
class
reunion,
and it gets flooded, and they're all stranded at this one at the school basically, and so all the stuff from high school comes back.
Fighting.
Yeah, and it's funny, but like a dark comedy sort of thing. Also today on Apple TV Plus, the series premiere of that Extrapolations. That's that Meryl Streep voices the whale. We talked about it, I think, yesterday. There's a bunch of people in this. It's a series, but they're all different episodes, like completely different stories. Ed Norton, Kit Harington, Tobey Maguire, Kerry Russell, David Schwimmer, Forrest Whitaker, all in some of those little episodes. Let's see. Netflix today, the series premiere of Dance 100. It's a dance competition with, I know you like competition shows, and it's dance. It's choreographers squaring off against each other.
Well, I fancy myself a former choreographer.
Well, hey, once a choreographer, always a choreographer.
All right.
And then the dancers that are in the dances are part of the judges. So they're doing the dances, but yet they're somehow judging too.
Really?
I don't even know how.
What is it on?
Seems like a conflict of interest.
It's on Netflix starting today.
Is it some kind of tournament?
It's dance competition. It's tournament TV.
Oh,
if they were only cooking at the same time, it'd be perfect. Also today,
boy howdy,
boy howdy is right. Also today on Amazon, the series premiere of Swarm. Billie Eilish is in that series too. I don't think she's ever acted in anything, but she got a clip of her acting debut up on the blog. Sunday, you've got the series premiere of Lucky Hank. That's that new Bob Odenkirk series. So, man, so much happening on the old TV this weekend. I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider. It's time to give away some cash and prizes.
Oh, it's going to be so great. Today, right now, it's happening the last day of Spring Broke. So, Haley, clear the phone lines, then open them back up. We're looking for caller number 10, caller number 11, and caller number 12. As you guys know, there are 3 envelopes. Courtney's got one, I've got one, Brando's got one. Caller 10 is going to pick an envelope first, then 11, 12. We're going to open those envelopes right here at Max in downtown Alton. We're going to find out who wins concert tickets. We're going to find out who wins a Courtney Show swag bag. And we're going to find out who wins what we know to be a whole bunch of cash. So if you want to play, give us a call now, 314-954-1065, or in Illinois, where we are right now, 618-398-1065. I see everyone's got their cell phones out right here. This is going to be good. We'll play Spring Broke right here in downtown Alton in just a few minutes. It's the Courtney Show on the Arch.
In the studio, and she's going to let us know who was caller 10, who was caller 11, and who was caller 12. Hey, Haley.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, everyone, let's hear it for Haley back at the station.
Hi.
See, you're a star.
You deserve it, Haley.
I love it.
All right, Haley, caller number 10 was?
Carrie S.
Carrie S.
Yes.
I think I know Carrie, if it's one of our GTGers.
Yeah.
Carrie S. And Carrie picked envelope number what?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Courtney has number 2.
Should I get all the names first?
Yeah, let's get everyone involved.
Yeah. Okay, who was caller 11?
Amanda Browley.
Amanda, and she picked envelope
Number 1.
All right.
That's Brandon's.
And then caller 12
was Shanna Moore.
Shanna, and she picked
number 3.
I'm just kidding.
We've been drinking.
All right, guys. So first, we will open up Carrie, since she is caller 10, and find out what envelope number 2 had in it.
That is Courtney's envelope. She's opening it now right here in downtown Alton, Illinois at Max.
Look how official these envelopes are, by the way.
We're still here until 10.
Handcrafted by yours truly.
All right, Carrie.
Carrie S. has won.
I put a little extra layer of security today.
Carrie S., caller number 10, has won 2 tickets to see Bert Kreischer at the Enterprise Center.
Nice.
On June 24th.
Those are good tickets.
Joanne, you can hang up. You can't get through anymore.
What is she doing?
She's crazy. All right, so congratulations to Carrie S. on a pair of tickets for Bert Kreischer. All right, Amanda picked envelope number 1. Brando has that. Brando is opening the envelope. Spring Broke, brought to you by Complete Auto Body and Repair.
Amanda just won $1,365.
What?
Yeah, so today was $301. So the last amount rolled over to that, so she got $1,365.
Wow.
Way to go,
Congratulations
Amanda.
on Amanda. And that means Shanna.
Wow, can Tim top that?
No.
I think I can, Shanna. I think you're in for a real treat.
Unless you have one of those green St. Patrick's Day shirts, it can't come close.
You can throw that in.
That would go over pretty well.
All right, and
I can't even get this thing open. Shanna, you want a swag bag, okay? It's got a T-shirt. It's got a mug. It's got the bag itself.
What if it's different?
There's nothing in here. Oh, here it is. Okay.
It's a swag. It's
Accuse
a
me
swag
of
bag.
putting nothing in the envelope?
You know it's a swag bag.
Oh, yeah, T-shirt, a mug. Oh, and the bag itself. You never know the bag itself if that's going to be part of it or not, but it is. So congratulations to Shanna. Congratulations to Carrie, who got the tickets to see Bert Kreischer. And big old congratulations to Amanda, who just won over $1,300
Nice.
here on Spring Broke on The Courtney Show.
And our next big contest, you can win $500. Go to 1065thearch.com. Fill out your bracket for Arch Sadness. Do it now. Don't forget. Maybe after a couple drinks, you'll think about her. So go to 1065thearch.com. All right, we are live from Max Downtown in Alton, Illinois.
The Courtney Show.
Randos. Oh, it's time to get random live at Max Downtown in Alton. Anyone want to get random?
Max Alton, randos,
like
yes.
A negatory. No one's interested. Big St. Patty's Day broadcast today, so if you want to, come on over. We've got lots of stuff to give away. So a bunch of random stories for you on this Friday morning. There's apparently a trend for gym bros on social media where they're eating dog food just to get the high levels of protein.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
there's other ways.
There's other ways. Is protein that expensive? And is dog food that cheap?
Protein is expensive.
But like dog food that a human would be able to eat, that's not a cheap thing, right?
Correct. Right.
So
This is dumb.
What are they proving?
Oh, they're
Clicks.
annoying.
Yeah.
One of them is a fitness influencer named Henry Claris. And he tried a bowl of kibbles and bits, oven roasted beef with spring vegetable and apple flavors.
I'm just going to tell you.
Hated it.
I had a milk bone one time. I was helping the homeless animals, and
You're taking food from them?
No, there was a thing online where if people donated a certain amount of money, I would eat a milk bone.
Milk bone.
And I did, and it was terrible. This is all about TikTok.
That type of stuff is exactly why I don't work out anymore.
Because you don't want to get sucked into one of these
Exactly.
things. You ever wonder why? Because dogs like people food, right? They're like,
yeah.
I like people
Jeez.
food. So why do they insist on making dog food taste terrible? They could just make it taste like more like people food.
I don't know, because it's probably people food is not as good for dogs.
It's probably not good for them, but like...
I don't know. I feed Bebo the best. He gets fresh food every single day.
And I think he's at a stage in his life where he deserves tasty food.
He turns up his nose sometimes, like, okay, you done with you're done with the turkey? I'll order chicken next time.
He's like,
he likes the beef. Beef is a mainstay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who doesn't?
He has eggs. There are eggs in his mixture.
That's a good mix. Maybe these gym guys should be trying whatever people...
It's called Nom Nom.
Nom Nom.
Mm-hmm.
Nom Nom. Well, don't do it. It's dumb. A woman in Oklahoma named Mitzi was driving when she saw a sad dog standing alone in a parking lot. So she pulled over and said, "Doggy, why are you so sad?" I don't know if she said that. She started following the dog, though, and then this dog...
I was like Lassie. What's wrong, girl?
Like Lassie-eater. So she followed this dog, and the dog had 16 puppies that were hiding under a tree.
16?
16.
This poor dog.
Well, it turned out the puppies were from 3 different litters. So she'd been taking care of all of these
This
puppies.
mama dog had been doing
Yes.
this?
This mama dog was like, just bring them all to me. I'll take care of all the puppies out there. So Mitzi happens to be the director of a group called Street Dog Rescue
Well,
and
how
Recovery.
crazy is that?
What are the chances of that? So she took the dog and the puppies home, and she named the mama dog Dolly. So Dolly and all 16 of her puppies are in the process of being put up for adoption.
Oh, that's so awesome. You know, yesterday, because somebody posted something from the dodo, I think it was Lynn.
No, it's Dodie. He's right behind you.
Dodie is a dodo. I'm just kidding, Dodie. I love you. So I watched that video, and now every other video in my feed on Facebook is all these. They're all these unlikely
Helper.
friendship pet stories, which I didn't mind at all. I loved that algorithm.
That's a good algorithm to get stuck in for you.
I didn't mind it.
Living at high elevations, they say, might keep you healthy. Well, we're screwed. We're literally at sea level right now. The river's over there. They linked a study to low oxygen levels, to fewer cases of diabetes and heart disease. So I guess if you're up in the mountains, you know, not only are you enjoying beautiful views, but you're going to live longer. Fine, mountain folks. A study in Finland found that riding a horse might help with your back.
What?
That doesn't seem right.
Maybe it like forces stuff back in.
Like stretches you out and compresses you like a...
I don't know.
Like an accordion.
These are scientists that said it.
Science. This is science.
In Finland.
Well,
they're happy.
They wear the coats, the lab coats too. They said people who took up horse riding had less back pain after 3 months. So 3 months of riding a horse with some regularity, they were like, my back feels great. Maybe everything else hurt, like their butt. They had saddle sores, and they were like, I don't even think about my back.
Yeah, they were
anymore.
focused on the other things.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to take a look at this study.
You got to look at these numbers.
I'm not buying it.
I got no numbers here, so
Right.
you got to look at the numbers.
You don't believe in it.
No.
No, not even a little bit.
belief.
They need it. Once math gets to Finland, then maybe we can work this thing
We're
out.
doing everything on the metric over there, you know. Another study, this one in England, found that when gorillas get bored, they like to spin around in circles and make themselves dizzy. Is this a study? Or are they just like watching gorillas like, you ever notice these guys when they get bored? They just spin around in circles. No, it's submitted as a study. Well, anyway, scientists think it could offer clues to why some humans feel the urge to do mind-altering drugs. So when gorillas spin around at the zoo, they're on drugs.
Oh, they're getting a feeling of whoa.
That's how they're like, I'm going to get high. I'm going to do some circles here, and then.
But little kids do the circle spin around
That's
thing.
when you can do it.
You got to stop it at
Yes.
that age. You got to go
That-
no spinning.
That is when you are capable of doing it.
This is you trying to do drugs, son. Enough of it. And last but not least, soil samples taken from Mount Everest reveal that our coughs and sneezes are getting frozen up in Mount Everest.
Cool.
They can be preserved in the mountain's ice, they say, for centuries. which is great news as all that ice starts to melt and all those coughs. Like Napoleon's cough is going to come out of the mountain
That's
at some point.
bizarre.
And Abraham Lincoln's flu that he had is going to melt out of the mountain at some point. That's not a good thing, right?
It's weird.
These are weird studies, man.
Some weird studies
This
we got
whole
going on
thing.
today. It's a whole weird show because we're out at Max downtown in Alton. That's what we want to hear. It's a St. Patty's Day broadcast on the Courtney Show on 106.5 The Arch.
The Courtney Show.
It's time to play. Time to play Survey Says. We're gonna play. Gonna play Survey Says.
Survey Says is brought to you by T.R. Hughes. They have half-acre home sites in Wentzville and larger home sites in another city.
I think four plus in St. Charles County.
You nailed it. It's fine.
I'll find it by the end of Survey Says. Hey, I want to mention, I mean, we have so many of the GTG here, and if I start calling out names, people are going to be mad they're left out. But I didn't even know Tim Weir was here.
No way.
I didn't know
You
that.
didn't recognize him?
Well, I can't see
Do you
very
think that
well.
was an elderly lady with green hair?
I can't see well.
That is
I wasn't even
hilarious.
really. I was trying not to make eye contact because you know that's my rule. Do not
True.
make eye
and
contact.
you're not allowed
with
to
me.
make eye contact with her either, just so you know.
Maybe. I mean, I'm naming.
Is that rule
names now.
specific to Tim Weir, or is that anybody?
What
That's
I
just a
got?
Tim Weir rule.
Yeah.
No, well, mostly to Tim.
Any Tims, really.
You see a shirt?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's
I haven't
quite
been
a
able
shirt.
to.
Oh, it's
It's a lot.
An appropriate one.
Tim
Oh my
doesn't do
God.
anything in a small way. It's like every single joke he can tell, he's got it on the front and the back of the
It's
shirt.
like a NASCAR comedian.
Yes, he is. All right, so it is time for Survey Says, brought to you by T.R. Hughes. Who's handling the duties?
I'm handling the duties. Over 200 responses on Facebook for Survey Says, but we'd also like to hear from you guys in here. So shout out which member of the show you think would win any of these questions. Here we go. Survey Says happening in real time because I haven't looked at it. Who on the show is most likely to say top of the morning to you the most on St. Patty's Day?
Oh, I'm hearing a
Say
lot
it
of
again.
Brandos.
1, 2, 3.
Apparently it's me.
They say Brando in here. They said Brando online. Brando taking 42% of the vote.
Not as much of a landslide online as it was in
No,
the
it's
room.
really not.
Chris came in second, then me, and then Courtney Landrum
That's
coming in
right.
last
I don't
at
do
just
that.
15%. They say it's a dad joke. They could see him doing it. I think there's a joke. Someone who chose Chris said because he's most like a leprechaun, which is a short joke. I believe.
Oh, he's not even
Kicking
here.
a guy while he's
Yeah, I
down.
know,
I mean, it's
I
hard to
know.
tell when he's down because he's so short.
You were right about St. Charles, by the way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I'm a big TR
And
Hughes fan. They're doing great work.
5 acres in St. Charles.
Yeah, I said 4+.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
5 falls into that.
Yeah,
This
it
is like
does.
horseshoes.
All right, lots of good responses on this one. The next question: who on the show is most likely to pull an Irish goodbye at a party or a get-together?
Courtney, I would think.
Everyone in here says Courtney. Everyone online also said Courtney. Her taking 56%.
Oh, yeah. That's
You know
the
what?
votes.
You might want to check the bathroom. I may be asleep. But I always say just check the bathroom.
Before you leave.
It's very comfortable and warm. You're sitting. Maybe I had some drinks.
You might be unconscious.
Especially if you don't get a good bass down.
Yeah, you gotta get.
But you're based this morning, right?
I'm not based.
Not based yet? I'm basing.
Not based. I'm going
You
to
had
base.
quite a drink too.
Tim's got a
No,
two-
I did not
Tim's
drink
got
that.
3 bases laid down, and he's not even drinking.
Yeah,
Well, he's
no.
all base and nothing else.
He's all bass.
I'm all about that bass.
It's all about that bass.
Chris came in second, being most likely to pull an Irish goodbye. He got 25% of the vote. I got about 11. And then Brando, the most polite, the most likely to actually say goodbye to before he leaves.
I think it's wrong. I think it should switch me and Chris. I think Chris is. It's a very. It's a production when he says goodbye to everyone. There's hugs, there's kisses, there's like a whole thing whenever he leaves.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Just
but
an
it's
inside
okay.
look at Chris, just so you know.
I'm fine getting all the votes.
People are saying it might be you because a kid called with an emergency. For every Courtney answer is always like,
She's drunk.
because of
She's
Mick
drunk.
Ultra. And every answer because of Brando is, well,
He's
kids.
got 12 kids, right? He's like that mama dog.
Pretty good. Next question. Who on the show is most likely to have the most actual gold?
Courtney.
1, 2, 3.
I agree with Chris.
I think Courtney.
But Chris is
You
the
got
one that's
10-year money. You got gong money.
I think they say Chris
is
because
good
Chris
with
talks the most about
Finance,
investments
yeah. And he's into crypto.
He was
or
making really good financial decisions until he decided to go into radio.
Yes, he was. So who got the most?
Chris came up big with 50% of the vote.
I can understand that.
Brando, just a sliver. Of just about 6%. Courtney was second, most because you got the most to spend on gold.
Me and all my gold.
Yeah.
Gong money.
And then I came in third. Yeah, gong money is exactly what people said. 20-year money, gong money.
10-year money.
20-year money.
I don't know that. You know, Guy Phillips was big into buying gold for a while.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
Really? He's the type of person that has a gold guy.
He's the gold. Yes, he does.
He's like, I'm going to call my gold man.
I think it's Missouri coin, if I remember correctly.
Slice me off a couple slabs of gold. Put it in a doggy bag.
Who on the show is most likely to imbibe the earliest tomorrow?
Well, I mean, we know the answer.
Imbibing is
We've
happening.
seen the proof.
Yeah, there's no way anybody won this besides me.
It's got to be 90%.
Did I get
of the
all
vote.
the votes?
You got 77% of the
well,
votes.
who else are they throwing in there?
I feel good about that.
Brando got 15. Chris and I just slivers because we're not drinkers.
You're reading the show right.
Yeah. I'm on that. People know. Yeah, they get it. Okay. Yeah, Mick Ultra.
I tried an Irish coffee, but
somebody commented, what does imbibe mean?
It was good.
They did.
A little heavy.
Who on the show is most likely to attend a Celtic women's show?
I think it's Celtic.
Celtic, you had it right.
I never know that darn basketball
A Celtic women's show.
What is that? Is that where they're singing or where they're dancing?
Singing.
Yeah.
Singing.
Okay, what do you guys think? Who's most
do you
likely to attend a Celtic women's show?
Kind of all over the board. I would say Chris.
Chris won. Chris won pretty big, almost 50% of the vote.
He'd be at the symphony.
I came in. Oh, yeah, that's probably why they said him. I came in second with 28, and then you guys, Brando, last on
I'm
this
the
one
least
as
cultured.
well. I always say this, that most live entertainment I'll go see kind of no matter what
Just
it is.
see what it's about.
It would take a little bit for me to get to that one if I'm being totally honest.
Oh, I get it. They're all Irish-themed questions.
I'm sensing a theme.
All right, I think
Someone
there's
put some
one
thought
more.
into this.
One more, and that question is, who on the show is most likely to be the best Irish dancer or the Lord of the Dance?
All right, what do you guys think? 1, 2, 3.
It's got to be Courtney. She's the dancer.
Yeah, but there's no arms. No arms in Irish dancing. I do a lot of my best moves with my arms.
And your eyes. And your eyes. You always take on...
the eyes tell a story.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah.
I won this one. I'm going to be honest. I was most likely to the best Irish dancer.
Irish dancer.
Well, you are the front man for a rock band.
I got moves.
Well, you do lots
You're in
of
the
kicking.
front doing the
when
hype.
he does the kicking in the shows.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And
You
it's a
are
lot of
all
leg-
kicking.
It's
Doing a
basically,
lot of leg work.
yeah, it's derived. That's my big influence.
Okay, all right.
You have to wear the wig, though, with all the curls bouncing.
For sure. And yeah, my little skirt. I got 34% of the vote. Courtney came in second with 26. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Chris beat you. Chris
well,
came in
that's
second.
crap.
Wow.
Then Courtney,
That's
and then
slanderous.
Brando
I am offended.
pulling up the rear.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
am
your-
the worst dancer on the planet.
Somebody voted for me because I'm, quote, lanky, which I appreciate. Haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, you'd be a
That's
good...
like a compliment.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And somebody said that Chris and I are good because we'd be in the skirt showing off our calves. So we'd be likely put those calves to work. It makes
That's a good
sense.
point.
Nice, great answers. The survey says we are live from Max downtown in Alton, Illinois. Thank you to TRUs for sponsoring. Survey says coming up in just a few minutes. First 5 notes on the Courtney Show.
We just played Survey Says. We had fun playing Survey Says.
First 5 notes on 106.5 The Arch.
First 5 notes is brought to you by Carroll House Furniture. Get honest value and quality furniture. Carroll House, because you like nice things. We are live from Max downtown in Alton, Illinois, with a lively crowd, having a good time, and it is time to play First 5 Notes. All right, so our contestant for First 5 Notes, he drove all the way from Fairview Heights, Illinois, because he has been training for this moment for how many years? This is my friend Shmeez from Big Daddy 618. Let's hear it for Shmeez.
He's a little shy, guys, so if you could be nice to him.
All right, Shmeez, how long?
I'm saying I've been working on this for about 20 years. Wow. And most recently, I've been taking it seriously for about the last 4 or 5 years.
How do you train for this?
I am 270-0 on Song Quiz. I've only been pushed overtime twice.
And overtime, do you remember the songs?
I do not remember.
Okay.
They just all blow together.
Yeah, because you're so dominant.
I am not, but I'm strong in the 80s, 90s. I got good game in the one-hit wonders.
Yeah. These are all 60s songs today.
Oh, yeah. If you bust out on Ambrosia, I'll crush the soft rock songs. Yeah. Anything Taylor Swift, Dua Lipa.
Oh, you're in.
Anything poppy. I tried to go to Taylor Swift's concert in Arizona tonight, her first concert. I didn't get tickets.
Yeah, you and many other people.
Yes. Hey, real quick, can I give a shout out to Max Time Out? This place is unbelievable. I used to come here and bet the horses. I'd go, and I didn't know that this place, they bought a whole street. This is unbelievable.
Apparently that's like construction there. They're going back even farther.
Oh, I love cool stuff like this. This is unbelievable.
A bar owner appreciates another bar owner.
That's really nice of you.
Oh, this is amazing. I tell you what, I've had some bad days in Alton. I've golfed and lost a couple hundred at Spencer T. Olin.
Yes.
I've come to the OTB and lost a couple hundred, and on the way home, I've hit Argosy and lost more. I've had some bad runs at Alton, and I'm here to get it back on first 5 notes right now.
You've infused some cash into the local economy. To think of it that way.
I'll tell you what, I will promote commerce up here in Alton. This is a great 618 Northern Territory.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? It's in the 618, so anything 618 we support. You know that.
Yeah. I think you might have a new representative, a state representative in the process right here.
Are you running for anything?
I am not running for anything, and I love Brando always wearing the 618 gear.
Yeah, I'm 618 today.
Oh,
I've got my Stag sweatshirt on.
Yeah, Stag 618. You got street cred for sure.
I think we could leave right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think I'm gonna go bet on the horses.
He just won. We don't even have to play.
Okay, so he also told me, we'll get to the songs in a second, but this is very entertaining to me. How did you just recently prep for this moment? You just...
I worked out. I got to the gym at 5 o'clock this morning. I played Song Quiz for 2 hours.
All right.
I drove up here and I said, don't eat nothing, don't drink nothing. Now I'm into my third cherry Coke. I've jacked 2 Twinkies and I'm just... I'm ready to go for first 5 notes. I mean, I'm a hype man. I know Tim.
Hyper? Did you say?
I'm
Hyper?
hyped up. I know Tim's the hype man here, but right now I am really hyped and excited about first 5 notes.
Well,
I cannot wait.
If he does really well, now we know that's the diet of champions. It's what is it? Cherry Pepsi and Twinkies.
Cherry Pepsi and Twinkies.
And hit it hard, and then you'll win every time, apparently.
He's the one that named Nicky the Fork.
It's my favorite nickname.
You know what's funny is...
Oh, here we go.
Nicky the Fork, I did not realize that was going to stick. I was... The first time I'd actually gone to eat with Nicky, he pulled out some like extra appetizers, a pass around pasta.
He's real good at ordering.
No, he did a table lasagna.
Yeah, when you order a full meal, full appetizers, and just an extra entree to sit between me and him, and he doesn't get the dinner salad. He gets the big salad that's served on the cold oval plate.
All right, Nick wants you to stop.
Nicky the Fork is chirping.
All right, let's get to first 5 notes. We have Nickelback tickets to give away for first 5 notes, and you're going to give those to somebody here.
I would love to give those to somebody here. Yes, let's give it to you for sure. I love her, whoever that is. I love her. Thank you for the support already.
Yeah, vote for Schmeez.
Code
2024.
Codename Christina over there.
Okay.
Very nice.
All
very
right,
nice.
I cannot wait to see how this unfolds.
All right. So do you even need to say who you want to play against out of us, or do you think you're just going to dominate and go 1, 2, 3?
Well, I know it's
You
natural.
can pick one of us.
Well, you guys all have mad talent. I will. I don't really want to pick against anybody because I'm likely to go 3 for 3.
Okay, all right, let's do it.
So you're against all of us. How's that?
Opponentless.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I
Can I
cannot-
stand up for a moment?
Yeah. So do what you got to do.
Get in the right
You
pose.
get a stretch. Let's hear it for Schmeez, everyone. Give him some applause.
Trained for this moment his entire life.
Yeah, like an Olympic athlete, they train 4 years to get to their moment. This is huge, so I am ready.
Okay.
I am excited. Here's song number 1.
Oh,
Is that all right?
We got feedback.
Because his headphones are too loud.
Yeah, his headphones are really loud.
Did you hear it? Do you know?
I did not hear it. I heard like
Let's
a
try it
ding
again.
ding. I will say that the little bit I caught was somebody that I used to know.
Oh, well, that's all he needed. Look at him. Look at the showmanship there.
Let me tell you something. Right now, I feel confident. I'm overcoming static, the nerves. Where's song number 2?
Hit it.
I believe that is Queen. Another one bites the dust. I would like to say.
That's it. Now he's dancing.
I was really
This is a show.
Yeah. And by the way, I do believe that Freddie Mercury is the greatest frontman of all time, except Taylor Swift. My bad. Taylor Swift is really
she's
number
a pretty
one.
good front man.
She's the best.
All right, you ready?
Here we go. Let's go for the glory. Here's song number 3. He knows it. He's just milking it.
He really is. He's like, I don't want to give the microphone up.
Yeah, we
I
get
feel like this is like a layup. This is
feels like a
the
law
police.
enforcement of some type. And
Can you help me with a rhyme game? It sounds like Wing, maybe Sting, and the police.
Every little thing.
Every little thing she does is magic.
Right. Let's hear it for Shmeez.
so good.
Dominating first 5 notes. And congratulations to Christina. She wins those Nickelback tickets.
I was really hoping to catch a Ludo song in here. I was gonna crush Ludo.
Dude, I'm looking for that every single day.
Absolutely.
Soon, yeah. Great work.
Way to go, Shmeez. Big Daddy's 618 in the house.
Thank you, Max. Time out. I love this place. I'll be back about horses and all. And I have crushed a lot of chicken wings here, by the way, too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, just a little extra info about Shmeez. It is the Courtney Show live from Max downtown in Alton, Illinois. It's the Courtney Show on the Arch.
The Courtney Show.
Man, we have had a great time here in Alton, Illinois at Max downtown. So thank you guys so much. And people are loving the show today, too. It's hard to do live broadcasts because you want to make sure everybody in the building's having a good time, but people that are listening, because most people are not here. Jeffy B said today has been one of my favorite days to listen to your radio show. You guys are awesome. Well, we know that, Jeff. Sounds like Alton, Illinois is awesome. And then he said something about practice.
Talking about practice?
You talking about practice?
Talking about practice. Jeffy B's talking about practice.
And people love Shmeez.
No kidding.
OM goodness. I am laughing so hard. You guys need to make Shmeez a regular part of the show. 618 Shmeez. Let's get excited. And then, of course, from Chris Ritter. Your friend Nathan said Shmeez is a bleep national treasure.
You think he was popular on the radio? He won first 5 notes, and the crowd here at Max carried him off on their shoulders. It was one of the weirdest. Right across the bridge. It was unbelievable. And people don't know this about Shmeez. When he goes across the other side of the bridge, he immediately just transforms into a normal human being. It takes him being over in the 618.
618 is special.
Yes, it hits him.
618 guy is great. Have him on again. Maybe he'll be one of our fill-ins, but we'll be off the air at noon.
Yeah. That's
we'll
one segment at a time, I think.
Yeah, don't you think?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of energy. Lots and lots of energy.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you mentioned it, Monday we'll have a special guest on the show.
Guy Phillips is going to be joining us in studio. There's a couple people here excited about it.
Yeah.
Tim is going to be gone. Oh, I don't want him to cancel on me, so I can't wait. Tim is going to be leaving to go see his brother. Well, I don't know if you're going to see your brother do this, but he is producing. The taping happens this weekend for the project that Chris Convey is working on.
Yeah, the Adam Sandler's getting the Mark Twain Humor Prize, and I get to go in D.C., and it's going to be fun, but you guys will have Guy Phillips, so you'll have a whole lot of fun on Monday.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. So he'll be with us. He asked if he need to prepare anything.
Oh, I think so.
I said, yeah, you need a strong opinion. You know, his whole thing anymore is strong opinions.
He's nothing but strong, inappropriate opinions.
Yeah, he doesn't have mild opinions. All his opinions are strong.
Ask him for a mild opinion, like a middle-of-the-road opinion.
Oh, Lord. I have to be careful. You know how stressful he makes me coming in studio.
Yeah. Next thing you know, he's talking about Vietnam, and then what?
I know. And how he's dying soon.
Yes. I don't have long to live.
Lots and lots of texts about this leprechaun trap thing.
Oh, with the kids. My mom even texted me too. It's going on in schools.
Yeah, that's
But,
exactly
it's
right.
Fine. If it stays in schools, that's fine. But why are my kids wanting to do this at home? That's what I don't understand.
Alicia, the Waterloo long hauler, said, "Don't get me started on the leprechaun trap with these young kids." Both of hers asked her last night why the leprechaun doesn't come to the house. What? This is a thing, she said?
This is a great question, Alicia.
Yeah. So
We're starting something we don't need.
She agrees with you. All right, I do have some texts that I've saved from earlier this morning. Jeff Allen, a couple weeks ago, we talked about peeling a banana upside down, like from the bottom up.
Oh, you mean opening it?
He said he's been doing it for a while and said it does not stop the strings, but they are somewhat less. He said 2 weeks.
Really?
He's been practicing.
Huh, nice.
We talked about fajitas and how they put a liquid on them when they bring them out. That's not just the sizzling from the fajitas. Well, my friend, who's a chef, said it was butter.
Oh, that's a great idea.
He said it's clarified butter going onto a scorching hot cast iron pan, but somebody else said that it was water. We got a couple.
I don't think it should be water. I think it would. That's not.
Somebody
maybe
said
people are doing it, but
somebody said Bernadette said it was water and a bit of soy sauce, or just water.
And the butter
I bet
thing.
it's that clarified butter.
Courtney, yeah, remind me again your position on butter.
Butter makes everything better.
That's it.
Now you know.
That is it.
We were in a Mexican restaurant in South County years ago, and they brought out some sizzling fajitas. The pan was so hot, it cut a cloth It caught a cloth napkin on fire.
Ooh.
And the lady's hair caught on fire too. It was hilarious because the waiter threw a pitcher of beer on her.
That's incredible.
I bet I know one person that didn't think it was very funny.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would pay to see that happen?
Oh man, it would be incredible. Bunch of birthdays today happening. Steve K said it's his wife. He tried to get me to say this, but I'm not. It's his wife Kim's 47th birthday. Kim K in Cottleville. Christina, it's her birthday as well today. She's 35 today.
I think there's some things going on with the Irish folks. Because Mel, one of our sales reps, she said that her brother, it's his birthday today, and her mom intentionally stayed in her car and drove around
until St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, because she went into labor and she waited till after midnight before she went in the hospital.
Because there's always a party on St. Patrick's Day.
The baby on St. Patrick's Day.
There's always a party on St. Patrick's Day. You know that no matter what's going on, there's going to be fun to be had on your birthday.
There's going to be shenanigans.
Just like there is here in Alton, Illinois.
And he's a hype man. And earlier we were talking about this setup and how apparently, and 101 will be here, our sister station. 101 will be here. BK and Ferrario will be here starting at 11.
Yeah.
And then I guess the Fast Lane will be here after that, maybe. But they have this sweet table set up. And apparently this table is like a $10,000 table.
I'm not buying it.
Well, you couldn't afford it.
So we're just using their stuff. Well, somebody texted earlier and said, seriously, whatever sound system they're using at Max, you guys need to get it in the studio.
What?
That's Doty.
Doty.
Right there. You
Doty.
get all the credit. Because you mentioned, because somebody else said the broadcast sounded good, so that's a big nod to Doty and then to Haley also, who's taking care of everything in the studio. So they get the props for it sounding good over the radio.
Yeah, Doty and Haley.
And really just all our bosses at the Arch and at Hubbard Broadcasting.
Right.
It's just, we're so grateful for them.
With all the sales
Especially a
reps.
day like
Real
today.
quick, I almost missed a birthday. Today is my coworker's birthday. I know you can't say happy birthday, but can you wish? No.
No.
Oh, okay. Can you wish Nancy at Intercon a happy St. Patrick's Day?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, we can do that.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Nancy at Intercon.
Wink, wink.
And there were a couple other people that stopped by that I wanted to mention.
Intercon sounds made up.
It does sound like it does.
That's the one where you go in the basement and it wipes your memory away and then...
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Our contestant yesterday, now I can't remember his name. I've lost it.
Oh, Chad.
Chad. He came by. Oh, there he is.
Great sweater, Chad.
Chad.
Thank you.
Chad won tickets to Darius Rucker yesterday in Springbrook. He did not win the cash, sadly.
And he's not mad.
Chadley. But he's got this great green sweater. I'm like, if you've got a sweater like that, you've got to go out on St. Patrick's Day. Also, Robbie drives for Owens and Minor, so we want to say hi to everyone at Owens and Minor. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Yeah, Penske. Yeah.
All right.
There was a.
I think I heard her.
No, she's distracted.
Carla stopped by, as well as Lauren and Brent. Oh, no. Brent came by, and he was the family representative.
Oh, that with the SIUE jacket on his son.
Yes.
And you said Missy brought us cookies. Really good looking Courtney Show.
They are the
1065
best.
The Arch cookies.
They are the best looking cookies, so thank you so much. All right. Is there anything else we want to talk about? No, we're almost done. What time is it?
Actually, Shmeez had a few more things he wanted to add.
I think he's already on the road.
Yeah, and those Duke's Donuts are legit, by the way. Did you have one?
No, I didn't.
They sent us like
How many did you
boxes
have?
of them.
That's not important. Haley, go ahead and hit it. We're running out of
go
time.
ahead, Haley.
Show.
All right, let me tell you. If we got Shmeez and Robbie together,
oh, man.
She just walked away. We would be able to take breaks, more breaks.
Yeah, we would. Just toss on the mics.
Oh, my gosh.
Head on out.
I love it. So many great Taste Gang members out here today at Max downtown. You guys are the best. And hopefully you're going to join us on opening day. We're going to be at Sports and Social. Yeah? It's your first stop for all things Cardinals opening day. Stop at Sports. You can get all the information on our website at 1065thearch.com. All right,
And
we have
the return of Chris Convey.
return of Chris Convey at opening day.
Or so we're told. 3 people are excited. Okay.
They may not have heard it. The music's a little loud.
That's true.
All right. There we go.
The return of Chris Convey.
It's not much better.
It wasn't as great as I thought. All right, some last minute items. Missy, who made the delicious cookies, well, I'd say delicious. That's a lie because I didn't try them yet. But they're cute, they're adorable.
Delicious looking.
She said it's her niece and goddaughter's birthday, and her name is Erin Tonser Green. And it's her 40th birthday. She was born on St. Patrick's Day and then married someone with the last name Green.
Nuh-uh.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Keeping it in the family.
I don't even know what that means.
I liked it.
All right, so we do want to give out the things that we've been registering people for. My shirt's in my bag.
Oh, okay. So what do you want to do first, tickets or shirts?
I think the tickets to Guns N' Roses are a bigger item, don't you?
I don't know. These shirts
Nobody cares
are
about that,
pretty
right?
Cool.
What? Okay.
Sure. Okay. Fine.
You know what? We'll draw a name, and you decide if you want the GNR or if you want a shirt.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay, so I'm going to pick a name. You can decide if you want the 2 tickets to see one of the greatest rock bands of all time at Busch Stadium.
Or if you want...
Or a Courtney Show St. Patrick's Day t-shirt.
God, I hope they pick the shirt.
I do too. It made me feel really important.
All right, I'm shuffling.
No
I'm
pressure.
shuffling. I'm not looking.
I'm looking. No, don't get him. No, not her.
It's on the up and up.
No, there you go. That
All right, the person who gets to choose, and I'd love it if you would come join us up here. Carla McCants. I can't totally read the writing. Carla,
Carla, you still here?
we met Carla earlier. She
Well,
had to
listen,
go.
if Carla didn't write her information down, we don't have...
We got anything from Carla?
She did.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yeah.
This is great radio right here.
So, this is. Do we give it?
Carla McCants wins the Guns N' Roses. I think a pair of the Guns N'
All
Roses.
right, Carla won the Guns N' Roses tickets. Let's
All
give
right.
it up for Carla.
The plan just backfired.
We're not great taste gang. We're not sore losers. All right, a couple of t-shirts. Whoever we draw next, you'll get to choose your size. There's only 2 to choose from. It's gonna be great. Next winner, Julie Stewart. Are you here, Julie Stewart?
She's
Hey,
Come on up, Julie.
Come on down.
Doggy. I'm dying to know what Julie is going to pick. She's making her decision as she's walking down.
Julie, what is it going to be?
a t-shirt?
Guns N' Roses or
Or is it
t-shirt?
going to be Guns N' Roses?
Guns
N' Roses,
listen,
she said.
It's fine, Julie. You need to leave now.
Get out.
Now, congratulations, Julie. Guns N' Roses tickets for Julie Stewart.
There's 3 pairs.
3
of Guns N'
pairs.
Oh,
Roses
I didn't know
tickets.
that. Okay.
Julie, you're going to see her right there. All right.
This just got a little more exciting for me. All right, and your third winner, not looking.
No, not that one. No, not Tim Weir.
Okay, here we go.
Kidding.
Somebody with the
He didn't even
fold.
hear.
Laura Ferguson.
Laura Ferguson.
Hey, there she is.
Yeah.
Come on down, Laura. You're the next contestant on Pick Your Prize.
All right, Laura.
Laura's going to have to decide.
Laura, what's it going to be?
Sophie's choice here.
Laura, just tell us now. What is it going to be? Guns N' Roses? Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
All right.
Should we pull two? So is that all the tickets?
That's all the tickets.
All right, we're going to pull two T-shirt winners. Vicky Chapman.
Vicky Chapman. It's just that
Vicky
corner
forgot who
over
she
there.
was. Yeah, look
They
at
went
that's a
heavy.
lucky corner.
They voted heavy. All right, Vicky, come up and you can get a T-shirt. And then another T-shirt is going to go to I Respect the Crumble.
I never pick the crumble. I don't.
I
Pick
can't
the
read this.
folded.
I can't read it, so I'm not choosing it. I'm sorry.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, you got to write legibly.
Stacy McBride.
Stacey McBride.
Stacey McBride, are you here?
She's here. Come on down, Stacey McBride.
Oh, there she is.
All right, we want to remind you.
Oh, we've got about 130 koozies here, so
yeah.
let's draw for each one of those.
Yeah, there we go.
Arch Sadness. If you guys filled your bracket out, because you could win $500 courtesy of DraftKings out at Casino Queen. So fill those brackets out. Arch Sadness. We kick everything off Monday morning. We want to thank Dodie. We want to thank Haley back in the studio. Anything else I'm forgetting?
We got to thank Shmeez for
the
insisting to be on First Five Notes, and honestly, it was worth it.
But we want to thank you guys most of all. Thank you guys for coming out to Alton, Illinois. Max, downtown in Alton. Our sister station 101 will be out here all afternoon, so hang out, watch all the basketball, and enjoy St. Patrick's Day.
And Song of the Day we need to do as well.
Great Taste
King,
King Song of the Day. Brought to you by the Appliance Discounters.
And we're going Irish.
Robbie's still talking.
I love it. And we're going Irish today for the Song of the Day requested by Missy. Give it up for Missy. It is Come On Eileen by Dexys Midnight Runners.